for Aegon, and I'm actually going to start the stream now. So, huzzah, we are live.
Almost on time.
Almost on time, but we can't be exactly on time. So,
No, people would get suspicious.
I mean, we're either
Fashionably
early or
late, it's fine.
we're either early or
late or exactly on time, or some combination thereof. Okay.
and
Simultaneously.
as we wait for me to.
Or we
for
cancel.
my-
That's the other one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to explain the Treachery deck because this is kind of important for how combat works.
I'm sorry, sir, but we have had the show go on far too many times instead of canceling something.
True.
Also, I was in the middle of an explanation and he decided to interrupt with something not important, so I'm going to mute him for a time being.
Smart. Well done.
Okay, so the
There's
Treachery...
no business.
All right, I was joking, but now you are actually
Muted.
muted now. Once he's in the game, we'll let him have his thing. Okay, so the Treachery card, I've got the full list for on the right in the sort of text box. This is important information because this determines how
Wait.
adjustments in combat works.
Oh,
So,
you're great. Okay, I'm following you now.
yeah, that's fine. So we have 4 shield defenses and 4 projectile. Basically, 4 projectile weapons, 4 projectile defenses, which are weapons defenses. We have 4 poison weapons, 4 poison defenses. If you get into combat with somebody, you're allowed to play 2 cards. One can be an attack, one can be a defense.
Does it have to be?
All you're allowed to play in combat basically are attacks, defenses, and worthless cards, which we'll get to in a moment as I go down the
Well,
list.
you have to play 1 attack and 1 defense.
That's the most you can play. You don't have to. You can choose not to.
But can you play 2 attacks? That's what he's asking.
Yeah.
No, you can't play 2 attacks. Maximum of 1 defense.
Okay.
Roger that.
So, if you play a weapon that the other player has not played a defense to, you kill their leader in combat before the combat begins.
Ooh.
So it
Okay.
leaders add a strength value to the combat, which I've got the list of there. So you can see the Emperor has a strength 6, 5, 3, 3, and 2 in their leader strengths. So obviously removing that many troops from the combat before the game starts is advantageous. Also, protecting your leaders to try and secure your own advantages in combat is also advantageous. So these are important cards to try and pick up as the game goes on. There is also a special weapon known as the Lasgun. It has no defense. It just kills the enemy leader. But there is a problem. If either you or the opponent play a shield defense, it causes a nuclear explosion and kills everybody. At that spot.
Why not?
Which
What,
is...
if they use a las? Oh, because it's a special.
It's a special gun, yeah. It will always kill the leader unless a shield is played, in which case it kills everybody.
Yeah.
You must... Now, the rule of combat is you must play a leader in combat. There are exceptions to this. There is an exception to every rule I will explain, and I'll try to just be as brief as I can with these as I go. I'm also going to unmute Mate Egan since he's now in the chat. Is the cheap hero cards. So, if you know you're going to lose a battle, or you expect you're going to, you can play a cheap hero instead, which counts as a 0 strength leader. This is
What's the benefit?
You don't
You
have to play
a
one
leader?
of your leaders, because you have to play a leader in each combat.
Got it. Yeah.
So this allows you to bypass that rule to a certain extent. There is then the next thing, which are known as Karama Cards. These do 3 things. They either negate somebody's power for an entire phase, so they could negate, say, the Atreides Quizet Sadarek power for the entirety of the battle phase. You can ship troops at guild rates, i.e. half cost, or you can buy a Treachery card during the bidding phase without paying for it. There is one additional power you will get based on whichever faction you have, and that I will highlight when we decide what the factions are. Because information is an important part of the game, there are 2 truth trances in the game as well. These allow you to ask a yes-no question, and if it's relating to combat, they have to act on it. So you can say, are you playing a projectile weapon with a truth trance? Say, if they say yes, they must play one in that combat. If they say no, they can't choose to then play one. But you can ask any yes-no question about anything in the game. Some things are more relevant than others. You then have 5 worthless cards. These are absolutely worthless to anybody who isn't the Bene Gesserit, as an exception to all rules. The only way to get rid of them is to use them in combat.
Ah, okay.
That's the only way you can use them. Otherwise, they just clog your hand up. You have a hard
So
hand limit
someone-
of 4.
Is
Someone's gonna
Kulon
shoot
the
and
name
kill
of
this
a
poor
donkey?
donkey.
Yes, indeed.
Someone's going to shoot and kill this poor donkey. Okay.
Absolutely. Or there's La La La, which is just somebody dancing. Or there's a guitar. Or there's a trip to a pleasure world, which is clearly useless for again. Or a cloak, a winter cloak,
Oh, it's
actually.
useless.
These all seem very useful.
They-
Cloak isn't useless.
It's a winter cloak.
In a desert.
On a desert world.
It'll get cold at night, I'm sure.
So
Indeed.
before you go on, like, what actually am I? What are we doing?
I was going to go through
fighting?
this deck before we started, just because it is somewhat
Alright.
relevant. Family Atomics blow up the shield wall. The shield wall protects 3 spaces, the Imperial Basin, Arakeen, and Carthag, from the storm. The storm moves around the planet clockwise and in a randomly determined manner. Please have that back, please.
I was just showing it moving, but I did expect it to
No, I don't know. It should have stayed there. Basically, when that term crosses people who aren't in the rocky areas, it destroys all troops in that area.
Wow.
The cities are safe, which are the 5 cities we are fighting over. Family Atomics blows up a shield wall, which unprotects 3 spaces on the board. We then have the Tylexu tanks, which basically give you revival, including leader revival. The weather control, which allows you to manipulate that storm. And Hajir, which is just literally giving you an extra on-planet movement. You get 1 beam down and 1 movement each turn. So,
Interesting.
I'm going to group that, flip, and share. If you have any questions, it's in the player aid pad, but also I can explain as we go. Right. The objective of the game. We have to control 3 of the 5 territories of Dune. There are 5 cities on the board. If you control 3 of them at the end of the turn, you win. There is an alliance that can happen.
At the end of the turn.
At the end of each turn, end of each turn, if somebody controls 3, this is why it can end in 1 turn. If somebody controls 3 cities, they win the game. Or if they're in an alliance, they need 4 territories to win. Alliances are a very specific thing that will happen, and I'll explain the full rules for those when it finally turns up. But basically, it can turn up as early as turn 2. Each of your factions will have an advantage power which you can grant to your allies, basically a minor version of the powers you already have. So, with the basics explained, the rest is going to require knowledge of the actual factions. So, going through the order. House Atreides have the ability of prescience. They can look at the top card of the spice deck, i.e. where the spice is going to appear on a given turn, and they can look at the treachery card that is currently up for bid. They are the only people who will know about that by default.
That's cool.
So they know what people are bidding on. Nobody else does. One other important fact to this game. If you know something, you can sell that information.
Oh.
This is
What is...
I got
so,
this
for example, if
server.
the Atreides player... the server's still up. I did lose 2 people, though.
What?
I'll be back in a moment after I've rejoined.
That's fine. So the Atreides player on each of the bidding phases basically looks at the card and then asks if anybody wants to know what it is for a given spice amount. So they can get paid to reveal what that is, and then obviously they know whether they want to bid on it or not. And as you've seen, some cards are more important than others.
Oh, the treachery cards are the ones that you were showing as well.
Yeah, that is the treachery deck, and this is why the Atreides have the advantage.
What is spice? Is spice just currency?
Spice is where the spice will appear. That is your currency in the game. And also, this is also where the alliances come up if a worm is revealed, but I'll get to that when it happens. Because it's its own part of the rules, and you don't need to know that just yet.
Yeah,
Anyway.
the spice drops on the desert areas, and you have to move troops to go gather it.
Yeah, the Storm deck is just literally how far the Storm moves. The Fremen have control of that deck. Anyway, House Atreides also get an extra benefit when they lose half their troops. They get the Kwisatz Haderach, which is a basically bonus ability on one of their leaders, meaning they can't ever be a traitor, and a few other minor benefits. House Atreides are fairly easy if you want to have manipulation of the board. They're also officially the only faction that's allowed to keep notes about who's got what. Because obviously they know what the card was when somebody won it, so, that gives them advantage of knowing what defenses people have in combat, etc. House Harkonnen excel at treachery. They get 4 traitors instead of 1. If you, by the way, the opponent uses a card you have listed as a traitor, you just win that combat. No penalties, no fuss, you just kill them. You win. Harkonnen have 4 traitors to everybody else's 1. They also get double the treachery card, so whenever they win a bid for a treachery, they get an extra 1. They also start the game with 2 and can have 8 in their hand rather than everybody else's 4. Hence why they are extremely dangerous to fight in combat.
That sounds cool as fuck.
The Spacing Guild. They control all of the on-planet movement. They control all of the spaceships. If you want to get onto the planet, you have to pay the guild to do that. You beam down troops at a rate of 1 for 1, and you hand that to the guild. The guild pay the bank, but they also pay half rate because they own all the spaceships. The Fremen are the natives of Dune, are the one exception to this. They're already existing on the planet and can deploy anywhere behind this sort of yellow line that's on the board. They also can move 2 spaces on their move rather than 1, and Fremen have an additional win condition. If at the end of the game, they or nobody controls these 2 sieges, and none of the Imperial families, so Atreides, Harkonnens, or the Emperor control 2 siege, they win the game. That's an additional win condition for them. The Spacing Guild also have an alternate win condition. Basically, if nobody wins the game by the end of the game, the Spacing Guild win.
Yep.
No overall control.
I think that's how it ended last time.
That is how it ended last time. The Emperor. The Emperor's advantage is money. They get so much money. because the winning bids of all treachery cards we bid on go to the Emperor. But he has no troops on the planet and no ability to move very fast. He also has an alliance power that isn't particularly good. But basically, if you want to be rich, you'll be the Emperor. You have sort of oversee the battle, get rich, come down onto the board when it's advantageous, and try to win in one go.
Fair enough, the Emperor has elite troops as well.
He does have 5 elite troops that are stronger than normal, but you still have to pay spice of things. The Bene Gesserit, I've already explained, are a bit weird, and I am probably going to pick these. So, I'm going to allow the beginner players to pick first, but I would recommend not necessarily going for the Fremen or the Harkonnen. It just depends whether you want all the information at hand, whether you want Atreides, or whether you want to go Space and Guild or Emperor.
Solar's new to tabletop, so we can go first.
Yep.
I'm going to wait for others to pick.
I'm gonna take the money.
That's fine. Okay, so if you put the bag just in front of you and start emptying things out, because there's a bunch of stuff in there. All right, so Zelly gets second pick.
I wanted either Harkonnen or Spacing, and you said Harkonnen bad. So
Harkonnen aren't bad. It's just they're awkward. So you two are getting all the money.
Yeah. Should we change colors?
No, it's fine. We'll put the tokens in front of us
Can
anyway.
we empty it into our public area? Hidden area.
Sorry. I'm going to grab all the traitor cards to start with from you lots. You also have your individual battle wheels, which I should also mention is a thing. Your token goes in front of you on sort of the turn marker here, where you're roughly sitting. And I need the Emperor's traitor cards as well before we go any further.
Who
Why
picks
did you
next?
steal my traitor?
Well, this I'm going to leave up to you three. I'm going to pick last, and unless somebody wants to be the Bene Gesserit, I will be them. So it depends. Obviously, Dylan has been the Fremen before, so I think that's the only consideration, whether he just wants to be them again or try something different, and which one of you two wants something different here. So whatever you want to arrange amongst yourselves is fine. And I'll take whatever's left if somebody wants to try the Bene Gesserit out.
Well, does anyone want to give the Fremen a go?
Well, I'll give the Fremen a go.
Okay, so Aegon is going to be the Fremen. That's fine.
I don't know how I got the traitor card out of the bag.
It's fine, don't worry. There's also only 4 here, so is there one more card left?
Alright, then I'll pick a trade. Ooh.
Sorry, I'm just going to go Game Master here because there's a missing card somewhere. Okay, so we've all picked. All right, once you've unpacked, I'll go over the details. Just put the pile of traitor cards there once we've got that sorted out. Make sure the Bene Gesserit sheet is visible. You should all have your own individual battle wheels, which are set up for your race. Public information, by the way. The number of troops you have in reserve is always public information. The amount of money you have is not, although at the start of the game, it's fixed. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, that's not how you do it. Yep.
That's fine. And I have predictions. So basically, Bene Gesserit get to predict who they think is going to win. Alliance power, just put in your public area. That'll be handed out to whoever you ally with later in the game. And all of your heroes' tokens are hidden information for the moment. So something like that.
I figured it out.
Treachery deck and spice deck.
Okay, so we need somebody's traitor cards still. But...
So in this box,
you took mine.
See what I have or something. Is that how it works?
Sorry, I missed that.
In like the coloured boxes, is that like areas where they can't see stuff?
Yeah, so nobody can see into your coloured box. Unless they're in Game Master mode, which I've now
The traitor cards will probably be in here, I think.
No, well, somebody hasn't given me their traitor cards, but it's fine. I'll just once you've removed everything, it's fine.
I think I did.
Okay.
Nothing left in
If
the
there's
bag.
nothing left in the bag, then I can just remove things. House of Atreides needs to...
Holland hasn't taken anything
Yeah,
else.
that's why.
I've taken out one card.
There's your battle wheel. I don't really want to do this for you, but
I'm reading my House of Atreides card, so
that's fine.
if you don't have anything else to do, feel free to put stuff in here.
That's fine. I'm just trying to find... There's your Quiz at Sadark effect, which is public. And this is your money.
I get 10 monies, right?
Yeah, you start with 10. Right, I'm going to delete the bags once they've been emptied, so... your money is secret, so make sure you hide that.
Oh.
Well, unless you want to be Aegon and just... I mean, to be fair, we all know how much you've got at the start of the game. It's listed on the sort of notes. The Emperor starts with 10. Bene Gesserit start with 5. Atreides with 10.
No. If I was the Emperor, I'd be putting the money there.
Absolutely.
What are these guild
Did it as a
tokens?
power play.
What are these tokens?
Those are your troops.
Those are your troops. So you'll
those are
notice
your
you'll have... so you have 15. You have 5 currently starting on the board in Took Siege.
Oh, so I put them in public, right?
Yep. So
Yeah.
we can, at all times, the number of troops you have in reserve is visible information. Okay, I'm going to go for this prediction. So, the Bene Gesserit get to make a prediction about who they think is going to win and when. If I'm correct, I win the game instead.
Yep.
So don't pick me then.
Well, the Emperor's not a bad one if you want to go for a late game victory. But hey. Okay. So, everybody unpacked. If you have a look over your faction sheet, it'll basically tell you what your abilities are. And if you hover over the faction sheet, it'll tell you what your bonus Karama special is. So if you ever get a Karama card, you can also use the other information. So the Dylans, for example, as the Harkonnens, can basically take any number of treachery cards from a player, but he has to give them back from his own hand or what he takes. So he has a way of stealing cards. The Fremen basically can put a sandworm into play, which gives them an extra move. The Atreides can look at the entire battle plan before they get to decide what theirs is. The Emperor, I think, just gets free revival if he gets a Karama card, and the Space and Guild can prevent a player from beaming down, which they normally can't do.
Oh, you hover over. That's
Yeah, if you hover over it, it's in the description, in other words. That was the easiest way I could put it, because it's not written down anywhere except the player aid pad. So
right click on it, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, right click on it and then you see it. Prevent a single player from being.
The Bene Gesserit do not...
Again?
Karama are 2 special cards within the Treachery deck.
Okay, so those come. Okay, got it.
Okay. I'm then going to shuffle up and deal everybody 1. So this is the card you start the game with, at random. The Harkonnen player may take a second card at this point because they begin the game with 2.
Yep. Draw.
All your traitors need to be in the traitor deck because I'm about to deal that as well.
Are they in there?
Holland, I need your all your 5-year traitors. Once you're ready.
To pile them back up in their little pile.
Yeah, just pile them back up into the pile of 25 we've got here, because this is the second part of the game now. What I would say is, if you ever go into a combat against this player and they play the leader that is on this card, you basically get to choose 1 out of the 4 you get dealt. You win that combat. So it's important to pick somebody you think somebody's going to play at some point. Anyway, I'm going to deal 1 to each. I'm going to deal 4 to each player. The Harkonnen player keeps all 4 of theirs. With the remaining 3 you decide not to keep, just put them face down in deals and bribes for the moment, because that's the easiest place to just sort of... Because this is still information. You can sell this information as to another player to say what of their leaders are safe, if that makes sense.
So how many are we keeping?
You keep 1 in your hand, the remaining 3 just face down in deals and bribes, because that's information you can give to another player in an alliance if you decide not to use them. But if you ever in a combat with the leader on your card, you win that combat.
What if you keep one from your own faction, or does that not really do anything?
Keeping 1 from your own faction is not usually recommended, but having been dealt a card from your own faction means nobody else has that traitor. So you know that leader is safe, regardless of when you use him. At least from being a traitor. So that's information you can, use. And also, you know which leaders from other factions are safe as well for them. So that's other information you could potentially sell as the game goes on. That's why you keep them in a face-down pile, so that, you know, you have that
So
available.
we keep one.
So
Yep.
do I give back all but one of them?
You just put them on a
That's
pile
good.
face to your side, just so that you can access that information if you need to. The remaining 6 Treachery Cards are deleted. So, I just put them face down into deals and bribes.
I'm gonna write.
Okay.
Is there a way I can write notes that are just for me?
Yes. I would allow you to do that off screen anyway, but I think you can do that from your notepad screen. I've got all my menus turned off for convenience, so.
Oh, I see. So the one. What color am I? I am blue.
Yeah, so I think if you write into there, somebody want to check this before we go anything concrete on this.
I mean, I can't click on Blue's books. So.
Okay, that's fine. So that is the way you can keep private information if you want to.
Roger that.
Right,
Spot
finally,
on.
the final bit of start of game process. We now move into the start of the game proper. Round 1. For 2 players to the left and right of where the storm starts, will dial a number between 1 and 20 on their battle wheel. I'll explain the battle wheel a bit more detail later, but Holland, if you would pick a number on your battle wheel, please. You may have to click actual troop numbers here, and don't worry about them going up by 5s. That's just the way it works.
Anything I should decide to keep in mind, Paul?
I mean, not too relevant here. It's just where the storm starts the game. I mean, if you've been dealt, say, family atomics, and the storm is going to start, say, close to Arakeen and Karfag, and you just want to wipe them out on turn 1, who knows? That's something you could potentially do, but it'd be unlikely for that to have happened.
Also, I can take a look at the top of the Spice Blow deck, right? Or is that later?
Later. You don't get to do that straight away, but... Okay,
Are some very specific scenarios. This is just a random number.
yeah, so once we've done Spice Blow for round 1, then you get to know what the top deck is, so then you get that information going forward. So if you just dial a random number just to determine how far the storm is going to go.
So I need to give back 3 traitor cards, right, and keep 1.
Put free trace. Oh, you haven't done that yet. Yeah, just put free traces into the deals and bribes pile.
Alrighty.
Yeah, face down.
Unless you want to show us them, of course, in which case that's just being nice and generous of you.
I'm having a... Right. I'm not gonna keep this guy. Don't think I'm gonna keep this guy.
You know, this entire desert ambient is a bit ruined by that
shit,
big
sorry.
tree behind Shadow.
I'll be honest, this is not Dune. Also, thanks for reminding me. Background music is now on, at least for me, in the stream. Okay, so, Holland, have you dialed in a random number on your thing for it?
Yeah.
Okay, reveal it, please. So, you've dialed 3, I've dialed 7, so the storm moves 10 at the start of the game. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, the storm is starting the game here. The relevance of the storm, by the way, you move between actual territories. So the Imperial Basin is all one territory, but you choose where in that territory you put your troops. So, for example, if you were in Broken Land, you could be in either of these 2 at any given time. But you obviously choose where you go, and, you know, it's fine. The relevance of this, though, is that if the storm is in a territory, you cannot move into or out of it. And if you are not in a city or a rock area, you are destroyed. Unless you are the Fremen. There is an exception to every rule, as mentioned. The Fremen only lose half their troops because they have mastery over Dune. So
if I was in the Imperial Basin, I can be here, or
yeah,
here.
but obviously it depends where you place it when you put down. So, the important note, relevance of it being over Karfag, though, is that nobody can beam in or out. So Karfag is completely safe, but equally, the Harkonnens can't leave it. The troops they currently got there. But nobody can take that territory from them for this turn. So, now that that has happened, the Fremen player, who has the Storm deck...
Where is it?
Yep. You shuffle a deck and look at the top card. Now, this is information the Fremen have. They always know where the storm is going to go. If the storm can move 1 to 6 based on the card, and it moves through all territories. If you are outside, goodbye.
And I put it back.
You put it back on top. Now, that is information Aegon can sell if he wants to, or if anybody wants to find out where it is for important relevant factors. Okay,
And that's part of Aegon's.
that's part of Aegon's faction ability. He has that knowledge because he is the master of Dune.
He is the natives of Dune.
Where are the Emperor's troops?
The Emperor's troops are in orbit. Emperor has no troops currently on the board, so he has to beam all of them down.
Where are the Fremen?
The Fremen are on the uninhabitable southern half of the planet.
Oh.
Or at least there's lots of things in place that make it appear to be uninhabitable, but actually that's where they are. So they actually appear from the planet itself, which is why they can deploy anywhere behind this yellow line.
Oh, they can. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so they can just appear on the planet.
That's strong.
Oh, one thing actually, I mentioned this before we started, Aegon, but you can put 10 of your troops in mix as you want between Siege Tibor, False Wall West, or False Wall South. This is your deployment to start with. Some of these can be your Fader Keen, who are worth double in combat. Just make sure they're split independently so we can see that easily. False Wall West and False Wall South. Total.
Double in combat, the same as the Sardaukor or whatever.
Yes, so basically the way this works is your battle wheels have a +2 as well as a +1 column. So if you want to use a Sardaukor in combat, you place them there. The important relevance of this, though, is you also have to pay spice for each of your troops to make them fight at full strength. So when you go to combat, if you, say, have a 3 Fader Key... Nope, that was far too many. So 3 Sardaukor, 5 normal troops, but pay 4 spice. All 4 of your double troops are paying full strength, 1 of your troops is paying at full strength, and you have a total power of 9.
Okay.
You are the only people, though, who have this, and it is kind of nicely worked out for that.
Okay.
But the only exception to this is if you are in a battle with the Fremen, your double troops aren't irrelevant, so they count as single troops against just the Fremen.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So once he has finished deploying, are these both Fader King? No.
Hold on.
he does the dividing. Okay, so he's put 2 Fader
You
King.
can have one more.
Yep.
Yeah, total of 9 troop tokens. He's put all his Fader King out. And keep the Fader King in a separate pile. Keep the Fader King in a separate pile, please. Just for neatness. Okay, so 4 Fremen in Siege Tabor, 4 in False Wall West, and 2 Fader Keen in False Wall South. Okay. So, we then go to Spice Blow. So, if Holland would reveal the top 2 cards of a Spice deck.
So you just draw them?
Yep, just draw them and flip them face up so we can see them.
Alright. Oh, I can... So it's immediately public in this case.
For this time. Going forward, you have information about what's on top.
Alright.
So the first spice appears in the Red Chasm, and the second spice appears in Ciel Largo South. So this is where the money appears. We have to go out and grab it. And the Red Chasm, which is...
I'll do it. That one.
Thank you. That's fine. So in order to pick up spice, you're required to basically send troops out into the desert to those territories. Your troops pick up spice at the end of a turn at a rate of 2 spice for every 1 troop. Unless you control Arakeen or Carthag. Because the technology exists there, they can grab 3 spice per person. They also have access to Ornithopters, meaning they have an on-planet movement of 3. But again, I was going to explain that as I go down the list of orders. Now, going forward, Holland may know what the top single card of a spice deck is. So he's allowed to look at that and have that information to himself. Which again...
What are these symbols, Shadow? Top on the...
Can you ping?
Now at the end of a turn, those sieges are the important cities, so you get spice at the end of a turn for controlling them.
Ooh.
So for Carthag and Arakeen, you get 2 spice, and for Tuk Siege, you get 1 spice.
And the Fremen cities don't count.
Fremen cities are not cities in terms of industrial production.
No.
I mean, Tuk Siege is basically a smuggler's camp, and the other 2 are actually main cities, so that's why they have money. Okay. We then move into Shome Charity. Now, if you have 0 or 1 cash at the start of this phase, you can say, I need Shome Charity, and Shome, who is the mercantile empire of the universe, will give you money. However, there's an exception to all rules, the Bene Gesserit basically are advising the Shome Charity, so they always get Shome Charity. So I always get 2 spice at this phase.
Wow.
Right, next up, we go to bidding. This is probably the longest part of the game, but if Holland would put the first card up for bid. The way this works is, each of us gets, for each one of us who has a hand that can still take cards, and the hand limit is hard 4, 1 card will be revealed for each player that can do this, in turn order for bidding. So, Holland has looked at the top card of a Treachery deck. Well, the easiest way for you to do this, Holland, by the way, is if you hover over the card and go Alt-Shift, that'll just flip the card for you, so you can see what the other side is. Don't do that at the moment, because he's the only one allowed to know that.
Alt shift, and then I alone see what it is.
Yep. Alt-Shift, it'll basically flip the card for you, so you can see it.
So if I do it to this card right now,
yep,
nobody
right,
else
right
sees
now.
it.
Yep, nobody else will see it.
Yes,
Oh, I see.
So that's the easiest way.
Fair enough.
When you say the card limits, hand limits 4, how does the Harkonnen work?
Harkonnens are allowed 8, and I just mean treachery cards. Traitor cards are not part of that in terms of things.
Okay.
So 4 treachery cards is the most you are allowed. So Holland now can see what the card is, and bidding now begins. Bidding, as well as priority, always goes left of the storm. So, or in storm order. So the Fremen are the first player. So they have the first option to bid on this card. So Aegon.
I will bid 1.
I would also note the Fremen only have 3 spice right now. So Holland. Holland.
Can I also offer to people now that if they want to know what it is, they can give me
you set the
a
price.
spice?
So
You know what? 2 spice. If you want to know what it is.
Oh, 2 spice, fuck.
I don't think you know how poor we are at the start of the game.
That's true.
I'll
1
do
spice. I'm gonna stick with 1 spice. If you want to know what it is.
Okay, so the Emperor has said 1 spice to know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Emperor's got big money, as far as I'm aware.
He's going to get
do
one.
I just-
spice.
Yeah, just give it to Holland, and then Alt-Shift over the card because you're allowed to see that. Interestingly now, we could pay the Emperor to find out what that card is because he also knows.
I also pay 1 spice to find out, Holland?
Yeah.
Okay, so he can also Alt-Shift and know what it is. Okay, and then it's currently Holland's bid, so now we're going to find out what Holland thinks it's worth bidding on.
I'm not gonna bid anything at all.
Okay, I'm going to bid 2. So Emperor, do you wish to bid 3?
I'm not gonna bid, nah.
No.
I'm good.
Zelly?
I'm not gonna bid.
Dylan?
I'm gonna bid 3.
Okay, the Fremen are out because they only have 3 spice. Holland, do you wish to bid? By the way, you're not out until it's gone fully around the table, so you can come back in later.
No.
Holland, do you want to just tell me if it's a worthless card?
Do you have a spice?
I do, but I'm not going to pay you for it. I mean, I'm your advisor.
What a lad. What a lad. Don't fall for it, Holland.
I'm out.
And don't do it.
I'm out. The fact that nobody's bid on it means it probably is a worthless card, but if the Harkonnens want to pick it up, that's fine for me.
Is it though?
Well, I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm making the assumption.
You know.
I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's worthless. This seems like a nice thing to get.
Exactly. It would be nice for me to get a worthless
I
card.
never saw the cards, so you know, me picking.
So back to the Emperor. Do you wish to exceed a bid of 3?
No, no.
Okay, Zelly.
No.
Okay, Dylan's gets a card. Because Dylan's is the Harkonnens, he also gets 1 treachery card from the top of the deck, which the Atreides player does not look at beforehand. So the Atreides player might want to make a note somewhere about what cards people have taken.
I pay this to the Emperor, right?
You pay the allspice in treachery to the Emperor.
Yes.
Wow.
So the Emperor now has 3 additional
Yes.
spice. This is where the Emperor gets a little dangerous if you give him lots of money. So, the next card up for bid. So
Oh,
Holland.
there's more.
Oh,
how
sorry.
many do we put up?
6, basically, 1 for each of us at this point. Because if somebody has a full hand of cards at the start of this phase, they don't bid, so there are less cards up for bid later. It also means cards will naturally get slightly cheaper as the game goes on. So Holland is the starting player, so he determines the bid. Or
I
if
can bid something?
you are the bidding player, so you can decide. I'm not going to pay you for any information at this point because I have to take control.
I have some pocket change after that first round, so why not?
Yep. So Holland bids 1. I will bid 2.
I'll pass.
I'll also pass.
I'll bid 3. So
Yeah. You can change to the bank at any time,
it's-
just for convenience.
yeah. Is that a 3 there? No, it's a 5.
That's a 5. Yeah, they're 2s and 1s. Fine. Yeah, there you go. Aegon's out because he only has 3 spice. So Holland, do you wish to pay 4?
A lot.
Do I? Do I? Can rather not
Worth
have
it.
more mystery cards
Well,
out to play again.
The Atreides player thinks it's worth it.
Well, I just realized that whenever Dylan buys something, I have less information, which sucks.
Well, I mean, you're still paying 4 spice for this, so I think it's worth it. I'd like to be in, but I'm out. So, Emperor, do you think with Holland saying it's probably worth something? Zelly?
I'll just let the money come to me. It's fine.
What's the other side of the coin? If the bid goes high, the Emperor's happy, and if he can get it cheap, he's happy. So,
I am out. If the emperor wins the bid, does he just get it for free?
he pays the bank.
Pays the bank.
Pays to the bank.
Yeah, so he does lose the money if he bids.
Whoops.
Same with the Spacing Guild, by the way. They get money from other players when people ship onto the planet, but they pay the bank for their own shipping.
Yeah, I'm out.
Aegon's also out, so House Atreides gets the card for 4 spice.
I'll give the Emperor his due.
Indeed, you will.
Do a little kowtow with my money.
Yeah, so that is
Yeah.
over to the Emperor. All right, next card, Holland. Card 3. I am the starting player for this bid. Holland, do I want to pay 1 to see what it is?
If you want to see what this is, you gotta pay 2.
Then I'm not interested. Bye. Pass.
I'll pass.
One other important bit of information that is somewhat relevant for this game: you can give a player money for any reason.
Bribes.
Yeah, absolutely. But any player
like
can give money to any other player for any reason. If it's a verbal contract as to what they've got to do with it, as long as they can still do it by the time it gets to that point, it's binding.
Yep, they have to. You have to abide by it. You can't
No lie.
take money and betray.
But you could just say, I'll give Zelly free money so he can bid on this. You know, that's something that's allowed. Lying with the Emperor gets really weird because basically the Emperor can give you the money to bid for a card that he gets back.
Oh wow.
Excellent.
So if the Emperor has 17 money, he can basically say, right, I'll give you 17 to bid on this.
Hey Emperor, we're both like new to the game, but also we're also the faction that makes the most money. Why don't we just like make billions?
You can't alliance until
They can have any agreement they want, but formal alliances
We can
hasn't happened.
plan to ally though.
Oh yeah. Anyway, the bid is currently at 0 still, so
And
But
if you want to know
whose
what
goal
it
is
is,
it,
all you
sorry?
have to do
I'm
is
reading
pay
wrong.
me 2 measly spice.
Whose go was it? 'Cause
I passed. I think the Emperor passed as well, so it's over to you.
Yeah.
By the way,
If
if
no
nobody
one bid,
bids
I'll
on
bid one.
yeah, I was about to say, if nobody bids on a card, no matter how many cards are left, bidding ends. So, also just keep
Bid
that slightly separate from the spice pile.
Yep.
All right, Harkonnen's bid 2. Aegon, you can bid.
Poor Freeman.
I'm going to use the card that says that I can purchase a treachery card without paying spice for it.
Okay, so without looking at it, which is a bit of a blind play, Aegon just instantly wins the treachery card. That is the use of the Karama card. So there are.
Just to check.
If I was the Emperor, I'd be very offended.
I also would have
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. Where's my money?
To be fair, I'd also would have probably paid to look at the card before I used the Karama on it, but that's fine.
If you got a worthless card, I'd love.
How many times can Aegon use that?
There
Oh,
are
it's a card,
there are
okay.
only 2 Karamas in the deck. There is one more, and obviously I can use worthless cards as Karama cards. So
What happens when we play cards? They go into
they go into a discard pile. So this is the discard pile now for the treachery deck.
So
They
we
should
won't
fall
get,
back
we
in
won't
when
get that
they're all
back until
used,
it
I
comes
guess.
back in.
If you
Yeah.
pay me 1 spice, I'll tell you what card he just got with that.
That's kind of
I'll
cool.
do that. I'll do that.
Okay,
I'll do that.
can
I'll
you
do
just
that as well.
all right? Can you PM
Right,
them it rather than just
Yeah.
things, just for convenience?
There you go, Holland.
It's
Let's
kinda-
see, let me bring it up. It was Solar that just paid. Wait, no, that was
Yeah.
Sally.
It was Aegon. That
I'll pay as well if I can figure out how to.
Click and drag.
I
So
paid
if
as
you
well.
click on the card, it'll then float, and then it'll be there you go.
Wait,
It's just that I can't.
what's
is
the
that
Discord
one? Or
name
is
that
that
they
two?
should
That's
send?
one.
Is
That's one.
Just Ethan? Is that
That's
the one?
me. That's me.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So which one am I
if
looking
you
at?
can if you can PM Solar and the King what the card is,
So I'll send the PM to Solar.
and then the next bid is the Emperor to begin on this card.
which.
Where will that appear? Or is it in like Discord or something?
I think he's just pinging you in Discord.
Okay. No.
Am I allowed to like look at these cards?
Oh yeah,
again?
no, they're your information, so you can look at that. Yeah, these are. It's just for convenience sake, so we know they're not your traitors that you're currently active, but these are just the ones you have knowledge of. Anyway, so card number 4 for bid. Emperor begins.
Can I pay to see the card?
I'll look at it myself as well. Sure, for a 2 spice, you can see what it is.
You got the spice.
Oh. Sure, hang on.
Yep.
Don't know,
I'll
I didn't
be
just-
taking it. Thank you.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay,
Alt shift.
okay, yeah, looked it.
And-
I'll pass then.
Okay.
I'll throw in one.
Do I guess?
Wait, what was max hand size again?
4 treachery cards.
Right.
Traded card doesn't count towards that.
Okay, so current bid is with the Fremen.
3.
Holland, you wish to bid 4.
Again, bid 4?
I pass. So to the Emperor.
I'll pass.
Okay, Zelly.
What is it up to?
Next bid will be 4.
No, I'm out.
Out.
Okay, Aegon gets the card for free. Well, free spice. Okay, card number 5. So this is Zelly to begin the bid.
Oh,
I'm a bit too.
I'm a bit free.
Aegon is out of money. Holland.
The bid is up to 3 already?
Yep, Harkonnens have gone for 3 for this, so
Conan's, eh? Right. Hang on.
Can I have charity?
I mean, if you could ask people to give you money, but I don't think you've got anything to offer right now. Oh, by the way, you
That's
can't
at least-
trade the cards in your hand, just as an FYI.
No, he means Chome charity. Well, that's
That was earlier.
that was
That's
earlier.
the,
That's a
yeah.
phase,
What
isn't it?
the
It's not
phrase
like-
that's at
Japanese
least
clothes.
Conan. Right?
Okay, so the tradies have bid 4. I pass. Emperor.
Did I pay to see it again? I just wouldn't know.
You're just farming the tradies' money here, but yes.
fine.
You are quite stacked. Give me 3 spice and you can see it.
Okay, maybe not free. I'll pass then. I don't want to give you.
You
What?
can haggle, by
But
the way.
you're so rich.
Too much.
Yeah, but you
Too
can
much.
haggle.
No,
You can say no.
I've already spent.
You can say no. I'll give you one.
Your humble oracle needs
Okay.
polish for their
Um,
glass orb.
I'm the
I'll give
oracle
you-
here.
I'll give you 1 or 2, but not 3.
Here's a tip for haggling: don't give him options.
Yeah, don't give them
Oh,
options.
yeah, okay. I haven't done
Pick two.
business. I meant 1 and only 1.
Tax returned. 3 spice.
Okay, pass then. I
Nah,
guess.
pass then. Yeah.
Zelly bid is at 4.
I'm out. I'm fully out.
Alright, Dylan.
Yeah, I'm gonna outie.
Okay, Aegon has the pass, so Holland gets the card for 4 spice.
Cannot justify.
We'll just funnel to the Emperor. Okay, final card, Harkonnens for starting bid.
Yeah, because bear in mind you need money to deploy troops and stuff as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
Yeah.
Does somebody want to give me money to bid on something?
No.
Yeah, no, I'm alright.
Nah. I'm good.
Does anybody want to give me money?
No.
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 If you ask enough, maybe someone will say yes.
I'll start with just 1.
Just another one? Damn.
Okay.
Lord.
Aegon, do you have any money, or do you just have no money?
Can I have money?
He has no money.
Okay, Holland, bid is at 1.
It's at 1. Does the Emperor want to pay me 3 to see what it is?
No, I'm getting too much to no cards.
I mean, you are getting information about what other people have, but
Which you probably should write down if you haven't been.
You can't write down.
Officially, you can't, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
force anybody to not remember things. I'm gonna bid 3.
Is it an Emperor only thing or an everyone thing?
Tradies are allowed to keep notes in the rules, but I honestly don't mind if people want to keep notes.
I'll pay
It's
for it.
fine. It's fine. I won't. That's fine. Makes the Atreides stronger. Which
Yeah.
is
So Zelly bid is at 5 again for you.
Fuck off.
Emperor went
I'm
4.
out. I'm fully out.
You'll have money after this round, Zelly. Don't worry.
I'm also gonna go get a drink.
It's
so...
not about money. It's about I'm not paying 4 for nothing. 5, sorry.
All right. So Aegon's out. Dylan's is out. Holland, do you wish to pay 5? I mean, for
It's
certain.
up against
If it's
Emperor.
a lasgun, it might be worth it.
Who is it up against?
Emperor's at 4.
Emperor's.
Yeah.
Oh right, Emperor's 4, and then if it would beat it, gonna be at 5. And any non-Emperor people want to see what it is for 2?
No, I'd pay 1, but I'm not paying 2.
Limited money, you can't afford it.
You have enough advantages as it is. I'm not paying you double.
Yeah. You've raked in the money this round.
Emperor, you can see what it is for 2.
He's already going to see what it is. He's winning the bids.
I'm already in.
He's going to win
I
the bids.
don't need to see what it is.
No one's outbidding him.
I mean, I could, but I don't want to.
I don't care if it's a worthless card. This is a power move.
I think Holland's out. Well, he does have the money, actually.
I am on 5.
No, he's putting 5. Oh, that means it's a good card, actually. Oh, is this worth me throwing it for 6? If this is a lasgun, it is extremely powerful under the Bene Gesserit.
Well, if you want to see what it is, you just gotta slide me a little spice.
Yeah, I'll slide you 1. That's it.
I'm back.
I will slide you 1. That is it. If you don't want to take it, then I will keep it.
Alright, fine, 1.
Fair enough. Good. Glad we can come
what
to
is
a
that
reasonable
doing?
deal.
Oh.
I'm out.
This is mine.
Yep, that's yours. I'm out. If the Emperor wants to pay me 1 to know what it is, I can do that as well.
Oh, so we can underpin
Sure, I'll
Holland
do that. I'll
Yep,
do that.
okay.
I'll do that.
Because I know what it is, I can allow the Emperor to view it. So yeah, there we go.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is the cost of underpinning. If you give somebody information, they can sell it.
Does anybody want to know how far the storm will move for money?
Like I know what it is, and I know it's probably valuable.
The only
but I don't
person
know
that
if
can
it-
have
I
is
think for
you.
the moment, it's not required for you to have it, but it's worth knowing somebody else has it.
Does the storm
Yeah.
always go left? Always?
Yes.
Yeah, or he goes clockwise.
I'll pass.
Clockwise, I
Okay,
guess.
Zelly doesn't have the money. I don't think Dylan has the money. I don't think Aegon has the money. So Holland wins it for 5.
My original plan was to just get more money by betting anyway.
Okay.
I do have the
also,
money,
Holland is
but
up to
I don't
4
want it.
cards. So if he still has 4 cards at the start of the next bidding phase, he can no longer bid. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is the bidding phase, which is unfortunately the longest part of this game for reasons. Okay, we now move to Revival. There are no dead troops, so this doesn't happen for the moment. You basically, on your character sheet, have a sort of free revival, which it will mention on there. You can always get 3 troops back from the Telexu tanks, but you have to pay for the additional ones at a rate of 1 to 1. If you have any double star troops, you can only get 1 of those back each revival.
Okay.
Just go to the bank, right?
That goes to the bank because the Telexu are not in the game. Alright, movement. So, starting in player order, you can choose to move troops onto the board. The exception to this is the guild. Because the guild control movement, they can go whenever they want. It's on them to jump in and say when they want to go, though.
Okay.
Now, the reason this would be relevant is you can only have 2 factions occupying 1 city. So the guild can use this ability to kind of lock a faction down. So, say if the guild wanted to make sure nobody else went into Took Siege, they could go beam in now, and then nobody else could get in there, unless the Fremen decide on their movement to go out. But
Got it.
Assume it's usually advantageous for the guild to go last, but obviously there are certain circumstances where they want to preempt moves. In any case, it'll just be on you to jump in. If not, it's Aegon's move. So Aegon doesn't have to pay for transport, so he can just move troops onto the board anywhere behind the yellow line. And obviously Aegon needs to go and get some spice from somewhere.
I've got one little question for you, Shadow.
Sure.
I can ship people in for half price. That leads to a situation where moving someone into a stronghold costs 0.5. Do we round up?
I believe you round up. I'm just checking that now.
Or would it be like 1 for 2?
Yeah, so if you're shipping an odd number of troops in, you round that up. So if you ship 3 in, it costs you 2.
So it's always worth. It's always worth.
After I deploy, can I move?
So each player gets 1 deployment, 1 move.
One shipment, 1 move.
1 shipment, 1 move, or 1 beam down, 1 move. So
I can do special things on shipment.
Indeed, you can. So Aegon, for example, can go to Cielago West and then move 2 to get to Cielago South and collect the spice.
Can he move a stack? Can he move as many?
You
move a stack.
You
Yeah.
move a stack, or basically as many troops from one location to another location as you
So
move.
that these guys could move 10 people to like here if they wanted to.
Well, they can't in this case
They can't
because.
because they're in the storm,
But yeah, under normal circumstances, you can move the entire stack as 1 move.
as long as they're in the same.
Yeah,
grid.
it's just I stack them in 5 for convenience sake, just because it's clearer what's
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
what's what. But
Also, unless you're allied with someone, if you are in the same space, then you have to do combat, right?
If I look like this, so
actually,
I'm in the same,
allied troops cannot even be in the same territory. Sorry, go
if
on.
I look like this, so I'm in the same whatever this is, the storm thing, but I'm in different provinces. Can I move all 5 or only?
You can move some or all or none. The only thing, of course, is if you move into a territory with somebody else, you will fight in the next phase.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
can I?
one other thing that the guild can do that nobody else can do, you are allowed to put your troops back into your supply.
Well, I've seen that, but what's the?
Now, the relevant thing of this is, if the Emperor were to say dump 10 troops down here to Hibernia Siege to win that area, he has to walk. He has to walk all the way to another place, and he walks at 1 territory move per turn. You have the ability to beam troops between planet to planet, or pick troops back up and put them back down later.
It's
So
just
if
less you
someone
move around,
beamed
yeah.
in 10
Yeah.
people here trying to fight me,
You could
and
decide,
thought,
I don't want to
"There's
lose
no
my 5
way-
troops,
there's no way
I
I'm
want
gonna win
to
this.
move them
can-
off.
Well, I could very manually retreat.
Yep.
And
This
then
is
not
why fighting the
fight.
guild is never a good idea, because they can always go last, and if you decide to put some troops in, they can just decide, blonk. Because you can always pick those 20 troops back up. Nobody else can do that.
Nice.
Anyway, what's Aegon doing?
Can I show up here
Yep.
and
Move-
then move
Move
1?
2. Yep.
2.
That's what I thought you were going to do, so that's fine. Do you want to put
And that-
6 in? Because currently you're only got 5 troops, so you only get 10 spice.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Well,
So that is...
I miscount.
That's fine. So that is 6 troops, which is enough to pick up all 12 spice if he still has them there at the end of the turn.
Okay.
Alright, and that is your move. So on to House Atreides. House Atreides currently have Arakeen, so they have Ornithopters. So they're allowed to make an on-planet move of 3 territories.
Only for when they're leaving the city, right?
Nope, they're free. They can do that while they control Arakeen. They control the Ornithopters.
Oh, okay.
So how much does it cost to beam down 2 guys?
If you're beaming down into a city, 1 for 1. If you're beaming down into a desert, you have to pay 2 spice for each troop. Which is why it's advantageous to, say, beam down into Tuksic and then possibly just move out of there towards the chasm. That is an allowable move.
Oh, that sounds smart.
Well, I thought you could only move 1. But only
Yeah,
but
but he
3 men can
beam
move
down
2.
and then he moves that stack.
So I'm paying
And he can move
2
more because he's got the Ornithopters.
to move some guys down here, high 5 the guild, and then move over.
You can do that, yeah.
You're allowed to do that if that's what you want to do.
Wait, that's only 1.
I consider that a great offense.
And you know what I'm gonna do?
No, that's 2 moves.
No,
Because
it's the same stack. It's
Oh.
fine.
Yeah, he's just deciding how he
Yeah,
wants
but-
to put
yeah,
down.
but-
Can,
This splits
can I
here.
still decide to beam down more for
He
what
can
you
move
call
3 though,
it?
Aegon.
Ah,
Is it because he owns something?
Because he owns Arakeen.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what that symbol
Isn't-
there means.
So
isn't that the rule around the city? for
nope,
free?
that's just the faction has control
Oh.
of Ornithopters at the moment.
I think I'm just gonna do 3 instead of...
Okay, you need to pay the guild 3 spice if you're doing that move.
Oh, it's to the guild, right?
Yeah.
3 spice, please. Thank you.
The guild
Is
with...
Sally Blue.
This is another reason why the guild going last is sometimes advantageous, because then people have already paid you for the movement.
What I'm thinking.
Okay. By the way, a beam down happens. So the Bene Gesserit have an ability that whenever somebody beams down from off planet, I can put an advisor with them. So my spiritual advisor is going to beam down into Tuksic. For all intents and purposes, they are not there. At the start of movement, I decide whether they're going to be turned to fighters or stay as advisors.
Oh, you bastard.
But they do not count as a faction for the number of factions allowed in the territory.
If you were like here, could you claim spice?
No. For all intents and purposes, they are just blank troops. They are doing
But
nothing.
You get the spice.
if I fully left, then you could just be like, hey, this is mine.
Yes, if there's nobody in a territory, I can choose
order
to be.
66, basically.
Yeah. If you leave, I can choose to just reoccupy that territory until somebody else comes in, and then at that point, I can choose to be advisors again.
And do you get the spice for being in the city as well, or does that?
I would get the spice if nobody else is occupying that territory.
Okay.
But,
Only if no one else. Okay.
but yeah, that's just my automatic. Whenever somebody beams down onto the planet, I get to bring an advisor with them to help them out. I say, go and get that spice. I shall stay here and liaise with the smugglers. I mean, the guildsmen. So for my actual move, I'm not going to do anything. Also, I have the option of, instead of that, I can move a troop into the Polar Sync. Polar Sync, by the way, is absolutely neutral territory. You can't fight in the Polar Sync.
It's also immune to the storm.
It's immune to
Is it
storm.
useful because Is it useful because it?
It's centralized location, so I can
touches
move to,
everything.
say, grab some spice
you
that
can
appears
move,
in
like,
territories.
a lot of places.
But-
Yeah.
But anyway,
Alright.
I pass movement. Over to the Emperor. The Emperor typically wants to be careful with their movement because you don't have an easy way of getting them back. So,
Yeah.
and always, it's sometimes worth just waiting it out because unless you see somebody could win this turn, there's not usually an advantage to just, forcing your hand early.
So you can ship anywhere, but shipping into a stronghold costs 1 and anywhere else costs 2, right?
Yes. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
obviously you pay half rates, so it's 1 for 1 for you, but everybody else, this is why you want to go in, why Arakeen and Karthag are important, because obviously that allows you to do moves like Holland's, of just picking up spice from elsewhere on the board.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think.
As I say, it's probably correct for you to pass right now, but the Emperor is more of a late game faction. Once people have started losing a lot of troops, then the Emperor wants to come down and bully the board.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just gonna stick
So it's my go now.
profits.
it's not your go. You can go whenever you want. It would be Dylan's turn unless you want to interrupt him.
Wait, who started?
So the Fremen started, and it
Ian
goes
started.
round. So, obviously you can go whenever you want. You don't have to go now.
Oh, it's
yeah.
because he was on the storm. I didn't even see this marker.
Yeah.
Got it.
No, it's actually underneath the storm marker right now. But yeah.
So the Harkonnens are
unless you
stuck in
wanna go,
in
I'll go.
Karthag, so...
Don't want to do combat now. I forget, if you win the combat, do all your troops survive or do you lose
No.
some still?
The way combat works is you dial a number and you lose that many troops, whatever you dial.
Right.
So,
Oh, yes, I remember now.
and the loser loses
It's a
everything.
game of higher or lower,
Yeah,
basically.
combat is extremely risky because one side loses everything.
Yeah.
It depends what he wants to fight over. I see how this is going.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because otherwise I'm getting no income this turn.
You're getting
You
two
can
from
also you
Karthag.
can also hit
Well,
this one.
come on.
You can reach this one.
It depends whether he wants
Yeah,
to risk fighting the
Too many
Fremen.
Fremen, though.
Because the Fremen don't have to pay spice to get their troops to fight at full strength.
Oh, you're right, there's that as well. Who is this? This is Atreides, right? Atreides has money. Yeah, I'm just gonna...
If you have a traitor, I mean, you instantly win regardless. Depends whether you think he's going to use it or not. Or you can wait. I mean, to be fair, you don't have a lot of options here for spice things. You'll get 2. You could decide to wait.
Let me just calculate this. How many would it cost me to...
What happens if there's multiple people?
For
More than
spice?
2.
Basically, it's combat order. So basically, the combat is resolved in turn order. So all the Fremen fights happen, then all the Atreides fights, then the Bene Gesserits, etc. So if there's multiple factions, the player who's the aggressor, which is the first player, chooses how it goes.
So let's say
You only have 2
Harkonnen-
factions in one space.
Dylan.
Atreides and you
Actually,
were in
strictly
there.
speaking, you can have multiple factions in a desert space.
Dylan, for 2 spice, I'll tell you where the next spice is going to be.
That's remarkably friendly for the Atreides Harkonnen dynamic. I also don't think it's a good
Okay.
deal, but
It could also be very useless information.
Well, in this
Sure.
case, it's in both our interests.
no, you mean he just doesn't want you to fight him
Yeah, that is what that means.
because you're going to lose some troops going for this anyway. So
I mean, let's just kick this off how it's supposed to go. So I'll pay 4,
I will put down an
And I will-
advisor,
move them with the ornithopters into here.
And you pay the guild
Where
for.
your advisor disappeared. Oh no, there it is.
So yep, take that.
Yeah, so I put a second advisor into Tuxeach.
Roger that.
Okay, so the guild now have the option of what they want to do.
Everybody just keeps landing into Tuxeach, and Shadow just keeps.
Here's the thing: there is no benefit to you having advisors in my territory because it means later in the game I might be able to lock that territory down for my prediction victory.
Oh.
Because obviously I can stop a fight happening here. If I say want the guild to win, I could force it so that the guild will have a fight here. And that means that nobody else can interfere with them controlling the siege. I can deliberately lose fights that way to force a victory that I want. But obviously the more advisors I have, the more likely I am to just try and take it if I wanted to.
This is interesting.
It is.
Yeah,
I mean, the guild don't have to move. The guild can decide to pass, but it just depends what they want to do.
I know, but I'm considering...
Oh, you're considering attacking Araki.
That's crazy.
15 troops. 2, 4...
Remember, you have to pay spice for your troops to fight full strength in combat, and Holland has been picking up spice.
Yeah. I can still pay.
The amount of spice you have, by the way, is always secret, unless you've been really good at tracking it. The only exception to this is for Treachery Charity, you must reveal you have either none or one. or be the Bene Gesserit.
See, whilst everything's been going on, I've just been sorting out my money.
that sounds like an Emperor thing to do. Aegon was doing that last game.
He's just Scrooge McDucking there in a big pile of gold.
My personal win condition is just have a lot of money.
I'd advise you that I'm probably not a worry for you at the moment. It's just something to be aware
I'm
of
not
later
worried
on.
about you. The only thing that annoys me about you is I can't, I was going to move all 5 out.
I would say there is one way to kill Bene Gesserit advisors. Lasgun shield explosion kills everything there, including my advisors. But other than that, they don't exist.
That's what I'm going to do. So,
Alright. I'm just going to neaten this up for ease
3,
of viewing.
4.
Pay the bank. So in the bin.
In the bin.
Where's the bank?
The bin.
In the bin or back into the pile, whatever it wants.
The arrow. What?
There you go.
Oh, that. Okay.
Okay, it's fine. So that's just been down. And since you have been down, I'm going to put another advisor in there.
Yeah.
Do you want to move as well, or you only have 1 point of movement, but so you can only move 1 territory.
I'll move 5. Yeah.
Question mark.
Interesting. There's not going to have a lot of spice left by the end of this, I don't think. Okay, so
Not
that
got a lot of troops left either, though.
so that moves us into combat then. I believe.
So for this free bit of advice as well. You may as well put your troop there, Zelly, because it's the same distance.
And you got.
And you're safe from the storm on the rocks.
I mean, maybe he's being subtle and has the shield wall explosion.
Okay, maybe.
But the storm's not going to move.
Not for a while,
How many
admittedly.
can it move?
You can move
6.
to 6, actually. Yeah, no mind. You'll be fine either way.
I mean, this is better anyway because it gives me more options.
When do I pick this up?
A collection, which is after combat.
Okay.
So, we move to combat. The Fremen aren't in combat, the Atreides are in combat, and they only have 1 combat going on. So, if you reset your battle wheel to 0. Now, important thing, you'll have to decide how much spice you want to pay on that wheel. So it's sort of got 2 options for you on the basic side of things. Spice is on, you choose how much spice you're going to pay as you put troops in. So for example, if the Atreides player wants to activate 3 of their troops and pay 3 spice, they dial 3. If that makes sense. If you
I don't remember having to pay spice for combat. Is that new?
That's new. Yeah,
It's
we're
advanced.
playing with this rule as on, so it basically gives the Fremen a bit more of an advantage. But
Oh, it did not.
because the Fremen
okay.
have to do that,
And it gets you to spend your money.
it does. So you got to think about that. It also makes leaders more valuable because you don't have to pay for your leaders to be full strength.
Except they're traitors.
And that's
So
the thing.
who
So
is
basically,
fighting?
you can use. All right. So before combat begins, Atreides have a combat effect. So the Atreides are allowed to ask the Harkonnens one part of their battle plan, which can be which lead they're using, what number they are dialing. Holland has asked me a question. What weapon they are using, and what defense they are using. They can ask one of those questions.
That was a different card. This
Also-
is just something the Atreides can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, if leaders only die if a weapon is used to kill them, and there's no defense for it.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, if you lose the combat,
leaders do not die unless they're killed by a weapon.
And a leader has a number next to it, and that's where.
That's their value in troops.
Is that full strength troop?
Yep. So full strength. You don't have to pay spice for your leaders to be full strength, which is why leaders are more valuable under this mod as well.
I guess I'll ask Dylan's what weapon he will be playing.
Okay. I won't be playing a weapon.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't tell me what kind, only that he will play a
Yeah.
weapon.
You can only ask him if he's using what weapon are you using. If he's not using one, then he's not using one.
I know both a traitor in each of your armies, the Atreides and Duncan, and I'll tell you who they are.
A safe one. Anyway.
I also know
A
one.
safe
I
one,
also
yeah.
know one.
So if you want to pay me one, I'll tell you who. They are.
but now they. Oh yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
So what were the combat costs again?
1 spice per troop fighting at full strength. Otherwise, they count as half.
Okay.
Yeah. So for Dylan and for Holland, I know a general who is safe that you can use if you want to know.
I know one for
I'm not interested.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Dylan's has 4 cards. He might know what his safe leaders are already.
That's true.
Okay. So once you're ready, Holland, face down.
And I do get to see.
You know he's not playing a weapon. That's it.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
You could have asked him what number he was dialing or something of that nature. By the way, with the number dialing rules, it's whatever appears on top, so they get to know that number.
So the buttons next to up there are the number of troops that were.
Yeah, now the
committed
Fremen one's a
to
bit
it.
weird because the Fremen don't have to pay spice for their troops, so that's just a direct 1-for-1.
And Harkonnen start with extra. What are they called?
They have 4 traitors
Treachery card.
and 4 additional treachery cards. So yeah. Hi, Glazzy.
Now, what happens to treachery cards if you lose the combat? Then they're just gone.
They're gone.
gone
They're discarded
either
if you
way.
lose combat. Or you can discard worthless cards after combat as well. So Dylan might be trying to get rid of some worthless cards here.
Oh wait, if you win the combat, do you not lose the treachery card?
No, if you win the combat, you don't lose them, but you can choose to discard the worthless ones if you want to at that point.
Oh, okay.
But that is the only way you can lose worthless cards from your hand is using them in combat.
Hey, can I ask you on something, Shadow?
Yeah, sure.
I guess. I'll just PM you quickly.
That's fine. Holland's still working out his battle plan for his 3 troops.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay, I'll wait until Dylan's has finished the question and I'll get back to you.
I don't know why I had 2 question marks in there. Alright.
I will double check that, but I'm fairly certain it says it's. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's how you say it, but I will check that in a moment. I think it's fine.
Alright.
Okay, so battle wheel in front, Holland, so we can see it, and then face down, and then we'll flip everything.
Ah, okay.
So battle wheel, leader, and any cards you want to play, and then we'll flip. Okay, flip. Okay, so you have dialed 2 and a leader of 1. The Harkonnens have dialed 1 and have played 2 worthless cards, but have
He's
Fade
not
Rafa.
playing. He said he won't be playing a weapon.
He didn't.
He said he was. He was playing a weapon. He said,
He
right?
didn't.
No,
Can
I
be used
said
in
I
place of
wasn't
weapon
playing a
or defense
weapon.
or both.
Oh,
so he has.
he was mumbling.
Unless
a
you
lot,
think
so
he's
I thought
attacking
he
you
was
with a
playing
guitar,
I mean,
and
I heard them pretty clearly.
He's just getting rid of the worthless cards.
So, the way this now works is the numbers are compared. So, dialing of 3 versus dialing of 7 total.
I thought he said he was playing a weapon.
You could have asked me to clarify, Holland, but
No,
I
but
definitely
I heard.
said
I heard.
Do you have to declare? I don't see in the rules that you have to declare.
Atreides' ability. He asked him a question. Limited prescience allows him to ask one part of the battle plan.
Oh.
Read this.
That
So-
sucks.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, you only lost your 1 strength. You didn't lose
No,
anything
but
particularly. So the Atreides lose the battle. So all their troops die. The Harkonnens dialed 1 troop at full 1 spice strength. So pay the
So
spice. to the bank.
Is it straight up?
Oh,
or
I
as most
didn't want to
force
pay spice,
that
but I
wins?
didn't know how to turn off spice thingy.
Like you set it here. Set this to your race.
Oh.
There you go.
So you want other because it's not any of the special ones. So yeah, there you go.
Ah.
So
So
you-
how do I not pay spice? Dial
you just
nothing?
have spice at
Zero.
0, so that would be in your troop strength
okay.
is 1.5. So you paid 1 spice with 3 troops is what that was currently set up as.
Okay. I didn't. No, I did not want to pay spice. There we go.
All right, we'll let you off for the moment, but in future that is how that works. So the Harkonnens,
So hard.
Harkonnens dialed 1, paid 1 spice, which I think I saw Dylan do, and he wins the combat. No,
lose one troop.
no leaders die. He loses 1 troop because that's what he dialed. So that goes into the bank there, and that is the only combat this round. So we move to collection. So
Suck, I thought, yeah, I'll be using weapon. I thought he said, so I was like, all right.
that's fine. So the
He's using a
Atreides,
weapon.
the Atreides and the Harkonnens both get 2 spice from their territories, and the guild get 1. And then you pick up spice based on the number of troops you currently have. So Dylan, so Aegon picks up all 12 spice, and I think the Harkonnens just pick up
Pick up
6.
6.
Yep. Okay, Mentat computation phase. We find out if anybody's in a position to win. They are not. And so from that, oh, done it. I hate this kind of things. So then we move into storm phase, turn 2.
Where do we put my dead guy?
He's not. Your leader's not
Oh,
dead.
your leader's not dead. He wasn't killed. There wasn't a weapon, so he wasn't killed.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
leaders only die. if
Again,
there's a
I
weapon.
thought he was playing a weapon, so
Yeah.
very
Okay.
bamboozled.
So storm.
By your own
Aegon,
means.
if you would reveal the top card of the storm deck, please. Or if somebody's going to use weapon control, this is when you would use it.
1.
Okay, so the storm moves 1. Okay, he then shuffles up and looks at the top card of the deck.
Shuffle again.
You do.
Or-
You always shuffle and then look. So it's possible it can go 1, 1, 1, 1. Once you've shuffled, that information is fixed, so keep it from there.
What's this?
That's just the spice worm marker. It's something that's relevant for what Aegon does. Okay.
If anybody wants to know how far the storm will move,
Still the only
Not
person
right now.
We then
I'm good.
okay. We then move to Spice Blow. So Holland reveals the top 2 cards for Spice deck, one of which he knows about. So flip. So the 6 spice appears at Shahaya Ridge, and 8 spice appears in the Broken Lands. However, the Broken Land is currently in Storm, so that spice is destroyed.
Oh.
Where's the ridge?
Which is up there.
Actually, are we playing with the advanced game advantages on?
How so?
Like, are we playing with those rules?
Yes. Why?
Because I get to capture a leader whenever I win a battle.
Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I forgot about that. All right. So, Holland, if you would put all your 5 leader tokens face down in front so that...
every time randomly select.
yeah, so
one
basically,
leader from
because
builder.
the Harkonnens won a battle against you, they get to capture one of your leaders, with the exception of the one you used.
You've revealed this now?
Sorry, I forgot about it. I should be paying attention because I'm
being
game master of this.
screwed over big time here. Holy shit.
This is why you don't want to fight the Harkonnens if you can avoid it. The
Cry
only
into your pile of money, Holland.
whichever one of those is your 1 strength leader who was in the combat, he's not involved in this. So
What?
sorry.
First, he mumbles and I mishear it.
I mean, you
That's
don't.
why I ask, like, oh, he doesn't tell me what kind of weapon he's using, and everyone's,
We did repeat that he's not using a weapon.
It is completely your fault.
It's fine.
We repeated.
Okay.
It's new
So-
ears.
What happens now at this point is that Dylan gets to take one of these tokens and decide whether he wants to ransom it or give it back. If he gives it back, he takes 2 spice from the bank, and if he doesn't, he gets to use that leader later in the game. Once he's used it, it comes back to you
You use it how?
as a leader in combat. So Dylan, are you going to take 2 spice, or are you going to keep the leader?
I'm going to. Okay, I'll give it back.
Okay, so he's giving that leader back, so he gets 2 spice from the bank. That's 5.
From the bank.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, from the bank.
Yeah, from the bank. All right. So Spice Blow has now happened. So both of those cards go back to here. We then move into Chome Charity. I collect Chome Charity because I am the Bene Gesserit.
A greedy bastard.
I'm not that greedy.
I like how in this game everyone has a way to make good money.
Sort of. Some make better money than others.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
Everyone has a way.
Okay. So at this point, we go into bidding phase.
Wait, Freeman gets home charity, right?
No, he picks up 12 spice.
Oh yeah. No.
No, he definitely doesn't pick up Chome Charity. Okay,
I mean,
so,
you could give me some charity.
So at the start of the bidding phase, Holland has a full hand of cards. So he's not in the bidding phase. So we're bidding on 5 total cards. However, Holland still gets to look and obviously do the normal shenanigans with each of these. The first starting bidder is the Fremen. He now has money he can try and burn.
Do spice if you want to see what it is.
I told you, my race is 1 or nothing.
Yeah, 1. I'm going to bid 1 on the card.
2.
Holland can't take one, right? So there's
Holland
4.
has a full hand of cards at the start of bidding, so he's out of this bidding phase. I mean, he can still play a Karama card to just take the card if he wants to, because that replaces it. But that's except for that, he's out of the bidding.
Okay.
So
So yeah, the bidding is at 2 with the Bene Gesserit.
if I had one.
So we can only have 4 cards, right?
4 cards maximum, and then you're out of. You can't bid on any more cards.
Yep.
With the exception of Dylan,
I
because
will
exceptions.
do 3.
Zelly?
I'm out.
Okay. Dylan?
I'll be out.
Aegon, do you wish to exceed 3?
I will withdraw.
Holland, level with me. Is it worth me fighting for this?
He's not going to tell you. Don't do that.
I mean, I'm just asking a question. He doesn't have to answer me.
No, if you pay me a spice, you can see what it is.
Alright, I'm up for that. 1 spice. I'm out.
No. I just wanted more money. No.
We're all out, baby.
Yeah, so the Emperor wins.
Anyone else want to pay me 1 spice to see what it is?
No, I think we have a good enough indication.
Yeah, Emperor gets
What is?
Okay, we then.
I'll tell you this much.
Oh yeah, if you don't
Not a
know
worthless card.
Solar, if it's in your hand when you flip it,
Yeah.
you see it.
It was not a worthless card, so if you want to know what it is, you can pay me a spice.
It's gone. Oh, this one.
Can you tell me what it is, please?
Alright, second card. I'm the starting player. So, Holland, you wait, one trips to say what that is for his own information rather than anything else. I am the starting bidder for this. I'm going to bid 1.
I will bid 2.
I'll bid 3. That's not 3. No, that is 3.
No takers to see what it is for a spice.
Not at the
I'll
moment.
see it.
I'll wait and see.
Alright,
I'll
yes.
wait and see how the bidding goes before I do that.
Foreign.
Okay, Aegon, is he worth 5?
Nah, I'm gonna pass.
I am also going to pass at 4.
Oh, 4 now.
I'm out.
Okay, Harkonnens pick up the card for 4 to the Emperor, and they also get an additional 1 from the top of the Treachery deck as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, money.
All right, card number 3, beginning with the Emperor.
Okay. Can I pay to see this one?
Holland,
Yeah,
the Emperor wishes
you
to see card number 3.
Hang on, I haven't even seen it myself
Yeah,
yet.
he might not want to show you a lasgun, for example. That's the thing. He might not want to show you a really
All
powerful
right,
card.
Emperor, I'll give you same price everyone else, so spice.
1 spice.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait and see if the Emperor bids on this before I decide I want to do that.
I'll put in 2.
I'll throw in 3.
I'll pass.
4.
5.
I pass.
Anyone
I'll
else
pass.
want to see what it is for, Spice?
No, I'll pass.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm passing.
Egan?
I'll pass too.
Okay, I get the card for 5.
Thank you.
Okay, next one beginning with Zelly. And there's one more after this, so...
How many of each like the worthless cards are there?
There are 5 worthless cards in the game, 4 poison weapons, 4 poison... I've got the list on the right-hand side, actually.
I'm gonna pass.
So Zelly...
I'm gonna put 1 in.
2.
Pass.
3.
4.
Pass.
5.
Has anyone seen this card?
No.
No.
Can I pay 1 to the Atreides to see what it is?
Sure.
Okay.
I love how Holland's just given up on getting more than one
I
now.
mean, it's fine. He also knows I spent quite a lot of my money, so... pass.
Us.
Pass.
Guess
Still.
I'm keeping it.
Yep, you pay 5.
Hope it's worthless.
Yoink.
Okay.
And starting with me.
And final card. Or final card for this phase, anyway.
I'll pay 1.
2.
I offer you 1, Holland.
Who's offering me one? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, go for it.
I'll offer you 1 as well if you want.
Sure. Yeah.
Eh.
I was gonna pay, but too many people know what this card is.
I'm going to play a Jabba Cloak as a Karama card, and I'm going to take this card.
Okay.
So I win the bidding.
Okay.
Okay, and with that, it is bidding is over.
Bidding is over.
Oh,
So
now I
true.
can leave.
Okay, revival
Money.
phase. So, sorry.
I was just sad I didn't get money.
Yeah, it's fine.
If,
So-
if the spice lands on a tile in the storm, do we not place the spice?
Hold on, you're trying to get back into your troops. You get them into your reserves. So for free,
Oh,
the Atreides get 2 forces back from the Telexu tanks for free into their supplies. They can pay to have an additional one if they want, at 1 spice each, but only up to a maximum of 3 each turn. The Harkonnens also have, I think, 2 revival as well. So
Yeah, it's 2 revival.
So he just gets his troops back. Right, we then go into movement, starting with the Fremen.
Shadow.
Yes.
When we meant to put spice in the broken land?
No, because it's destroyed by the Spawn.
Oh, so it's this symbol that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. How do I do that?
That's fine. It's slightly broken, this, but it's it's a reasonable overlay. Oh yeah, and you can look at the top card of that, Holland, if you haven't done already. Anyway, so the Fremen are the first player unless the guild want to jump in at any point. So, Egan, what movement are you going to do?
I believe I can deploy first, right?
Yep, you got 1 deployment, 1 move.
Is this deployment free?
Yes, he doesn't.
not
He
gonna
doesn't. He doesn't have to use your space liners to get on. He's already here.
I hate him. I hate him.
I'm gonna deploy there and move here.
Okay, so Aegon has. You've got 1 Fredekin still left. I mean, if you want to leave him out in reserve, that's fine. It's just.
You can only deploy / ship into the same location.
Yeah, so he gets 1 deployment, 1 movement.
Yeah.
So he just deployed into False Wall West and then moved them. And he can move 2 spaces because he is the Fremen.
Yep.
Alright, with that done, the Atreides get to go next, unless, again, the guild want to jump in at any point.
No. I will
Again,
shout.
it's on you to shout, but you know.
Yeah, I'm aware of it now. Don't worry.
anyone want to pay me a spice to see where the next cash drop is going to be?
I literally have no money.
Oh wait, when do we get our ones for owning the city?
At the end in collection.
I'll give you a spice.
I've already given you the money for that. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I gave it to you
It's-
last round. But you get that at the
Did
end.
someone pay me?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, you
Where-
can
where
then
do I see?
you can check out the discard.
It's possibly Shai Halud, which means it's an alliance phase coming next round. Other than that, it'll tell you a territory.
Okay, you guys can carry on.
Yep.
Any other takers?
Nah, I'm not interested.
Was there a limit at how many troops you could beam in?
Yeah, how much money have you got? Because you have to pay the guild for it.
Fair enough.
So 1 beam down and 1 on-planet movement, which can be 3 territories because you currently control Arakeen.
I think I'm
Assuming
gonna...
that I'll just look into the discard.
I'm still offering
You
if
can look
anybody
through the
wants to
discards if
know
you want
how-
to. Yeah, no, that's fine. So the discards currently contain, I think it's just 2...
I think you're gonna
I think
beam
the
down.
discard is entirely 1 Karama and 3 worthless cards.
I'm still offering if anybody needs
Hey,
to
Emperor.
know, wants to know where the
Hey,
storm.
Yeah.
Aegon, you can't really make that deal if they say spice here. But
Hey,
I know.
why?
A friendly gesture. I'm paying tribute.
Yo, guild, here's some cash.
Okay, sure.
Beam down.
Thank you. Thank you.
okay, and
You
are
just
you then
give the
moving
Emperor
to
money.
go and grab the
I
spice?
just gave the Emperor.
Also,
Yes.
you've been down, so my Benny Gesserit advisor will come with you to advise you the spice over there.
Forgot about that. Dang it.
As I told him,
Always.
us money-making dudes need to stick together.
Yeah, okay, I'm down.
Is the Atreides going to move as well, or are they just going to stick in the city for the moment?
Kinda.
You only have to move 2 troops to get all that spice, so...
In fact, as
okay.
another friendly jester, I'll tell you what leader of yours is safe.
I don't like all these extra
They're-
bureaucrats
they're-
walking around, so maybe I should
Yeah,
have
sure.
moved to here and moved
So how
instead.
would I show it? How would I show it? Do I just move it to his hand?
I would just...
Actually,
You can either move it to his hand, or you can do that. Are you actually showing his the traitor?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. That's a big step, but fine.
listen, we're moving fast, okay?
That's fine. I'll
Do I
just say...
just move it to it? So I'll just move it to his hand. Yeah.
Make sure it's flipped upside down first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or put it face down so we can look
Yeah.
at it through the Alt-Shift,
I'll just do that.
which might be safer, just to... Okay, it's fine. As long as you have control of it. Anyway,
Don't.
if the Atreides don't want to move, then it's onto my...
Yeah, I already called that I beam down there, so I probably can't retcon that. So I guess I'm gonna
Like
stay.
money.
I mean, you can
I like
move a
working
couple of
with
troops to
people
go
that
and grab the
also like
spice, I guess.
Yeah, but I kind of wanted to beam down in this place instead, so I don't get all these bureaucrats that I didn't order walking around my city.
I mean, that's fine, but then you have to fight the guild.
Nothing wrong with paying the guild.
I mean,
right?
paying the guild to fight the guild.
Wait, but I also paid a guild for beaming down here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
but
pay
then
the
you
guild
have,
to
but then
be
you'd be in the same
anyway.
city as the guild, so you'd have to fight them for it.
You have to pay me and then
I'll,
fight.
I guess I'll just keep them there for now.
Okay, that's fine. I don't have any money, so I am not going to be doing any kind of movement this turn. Emperor.
I'm good.
Emperor decides not to move. Fair enough. Yep.
Me then, so he doesn't want to jump in. I'm gonna-
My friend, you.
And 1, 2, 3.
Yep, so he's moving to the other spice blow, which makes sense. And any beam downs?
I'm not gonna beam anyone down.
Okay, then unless the guild want to do anything, we move
I
on
would
to
like to
battle.
do something.
Yep.
I would like to do something. I'm going to do let's see, how many have I got here? I'm gonna do a shipment.
Yep.
Of a guild warforce.
Okay, so 6,
6, and then
paying 3. That's,
gonna
by the
drop.
way, that's 6 you're paying. You only pay 3. Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
he's
you're going
paying-
desert.
oh yeah.
Oh, it's 1
You
for
drop
one
into the desert.
it's 1 for 1 if you're going into the desert. Sorry. I did-
Yeah, that's what I'm paying, 1 for 1.
Yep, that's fine. 6 for 1. I'm sorry, I missed that. That's my fault. Okay, so
Shadow, you sound a bit funny.
I'm dropping in.
It's just a general comment, I guess.
was it a general comment or was it just?
No, now we sound better.
Okay, that's fine. Good. Okay, so movement has happened. We then move into combat. The Fremen resolve their combats first, but I don't think they have any. Atreides aren't fighting. I'm not fighting. The Emperor's not fighting. So guild. I realize it's meaningless, but sometimes the order of battles makes a difference to things. Because if you deploy a leader in a battle, you can't use them in another battle you're involved in. So, this is...
Oh, I go first.
Yeah, so it's Guild versus Harkonnen in this battle.
Yep.
So...
Can people see this? Do I have
Yes,
to hide
you need that in your hidden area.
Your hidden area.
And when you reveal it, I put it face down.
Do I add my leader to the +1?
What I would say, no, your leader's a separate token. So just basically, you reveal your token, that, and any cards from your hand you wish to play in this combat.
Okay.
Also, you've spent this, haven't you? So I'm just going to move this to the bank.
Don't use.
Okay. So this is the battle for some spice. Yeah, there's no special abilities going on with this, so this is just a straight up fight, really.
Wait, I'm ready.
Yeah, you're ready. So, if you just have the wheel face down, and we'll flip at the same time.
Give me a
You
second.
just gotta work out what treachery cards he wants to play, if any.
Yep.
Remember, you can play one attack and one defense as a maximum. Okay, so, if everybody would... your leader as well. Yep, there you go. Alright, flip face up. And then we'll see what's happened. Okay.
Leader 2's on it.
Yep, leader and the treachery card. Everything goes face up.
Zelly, that man's a traitor.
Oh!
No!
Okay, so traitor has been called. This changes things now. Your leader dies straight away, without any kind of remorse or anything. You lose all of your troops. The Harkonnens lose nothing, even though they would normally have lost some troops from there. So, because the leader died in combat, he won. He gets free spice for the total value of all the leaders. He also steals one random leader from you face down for ransoming purposes.
Did not know about that ransoming rule. That's pretty sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we didn't use advance last time.
No, we did, but Marition didn't win any battles as Harkonnens particularly.
Oh, okay. I'd say let's look at this one.
Yep, so he can either give it back to you and take 2 from the bank, or he can keep it for one of his own.
I'll keep hold of it.
Right, and yeah, that was fairly rough.
When it comes to these treachery cards I use, they get discarded.
They're not discarded. They're still in the game, but obviously we know what that one is. The reason this is relevant is because if the game goes long, it's possible for him to get leaders back.
I forgot that he had all those treachery cards, because I had one that I knew.
You do, however, lose whatever cards you played in the combat, so you have got rid of your useless card.
Good.
I just keep this out, I guess.
Well, up to you, but it's known information at this point. Okay.
Is this card basically somebody?
I would say though that even if the battle hadn't gone that way, you would have lost all 6 of your troops from what you dialed. So the number you dial is what you lose in combat. So because you dialed 6 troops, you would have lost all 6, and just wanted to make sure that was what you wanted to do deliberately.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, so what you're dialing here is the number of troops you are going to lose in combat to try and win it, and then how much spice you're trying to pay to make the fight
so
straight.
I don't have to put all of the people in the tile.
No,
you shouldn't.
You shouldn't, because otherwise, even if you win the combat, which you do win, but you would then lose all the troops you had there anyway.
Oh.
Okay,
I get it.
I apologize if that wasn't clear earlier. The Emperor is solar. But anyway, I mean, it doesn't matter for this combat, but obviously in future battles it will be relevant. What you dial in the 2 numbers here, in the middle part, is what you lose in the combat.
Okay,
anyway,
got it.
We then move out of battle, because there's no more of those, and we move to spice collection. So, the Harkonnens pick up all the spice from their farming. They also pick up 2 for Carthag. The Atreides pick up 2 for Arakeen, and the Guild pick up 1 for Tuksich. So there's your 1, Delhi.
Thank
There's
you.
your 2, Holland. We then go to Mentat Computation, and we can see that while the Fremen control 2 territories, they do not control 3 yet. So the game carries on to round 3. So, beginning with Spice. Aegon, if you would reveal what's on top of the Spice deck. The Storm deck, sorry.
1!
The Storm has moved 1 again. This is slow Storm day. Also, that is slightly annoying if anybody wants to go from Carthag to try and attack Siege-Tabor, because you can't move over it.
It is.
Okay, so again, Aegon will do his thing and find out what the thing is. Okay. We then go to Spice Blow. So if you would reveal, Holland, the top 2 cards of a Spice deck, including the one that you did show to people. Shai Hulud. Okay. So this stops immediately now. Shai Hulud has appeared. So we discard all spices and forces in the top card of the deck, which is the Broken Lands. So if there was anything there, it's just gobbled up by a sandworm.
It's only the top card.
Yeah. So anything that was there would have been gobbled up from that because of the way this card works.
Did people take their hands off it?
Okay. Then we draw cards until we get to another phase. So if you would reveal another card from the Spice deck. Holland?
Now, oh, okay. Well, that's another thing.
Yep, so reveal the next one because the card has asked you to. I mean, I could probably do it, but just for purposes, it's your deck. Okay. That shouldn't have happened because we should not have 2 of those. Question mark.
I think they didn't get
Discarded.
Okay, there's the copy that we discarded.
Yeah. I'm going to ignore that because I don't think we should have 2. Sorry. So go again.
Should the Spice deck not be 24 cards?
I mean, I've got the actual Spice deck downstairs. I could probably go and find this out. Okay. Second sandworm revealed. So the Fremen now get their ability. Aegon. A second sandworm has appeared. You choose where it goes, and then you can basically ride the sandworm to any territory you want. So you can have that sandworm go to Silago South and move those troops anywhere on the board.
Oh.
I'm gonna... Okay.
This is a free move, so... Yep, that's fine. That's absolutely allowed.
Yikes.
You could also have sent the sandworm to another territory in the sand and, say, gobbled up, say, the Harkonnens that are there, but I think he wanted to move. Okay, because a sandworm was revealed, another one, please, which I'll do.
Another sandworm.
Funeral Plains. So that's where the spice is actually going to appear for this round. And then we go into Nexus. So at this point, alliances can now be made and broken. This is the only time when it can happen. So who would like to ally with whom?
I think we.
Aegon, us two together would control 3 territories. That's interesting.
Hello. Do you want this?
Me and Dylan together would also control 3 territories.
The new Harkonnens are the winning side, Aegon.
Oh my god, you allying with me is so strong.
You get a lot of money. I mean, I would say, though, that what you are missing with that is all you're getting is spice. If you were to ally with, say, the Bene Gesserit or the Arakin, you get stronger in combat as well.
Yeah, but money is nice. I like money.
Alright. So,
I'd like more money.
let me just... So that is official.
Yes.
Oh.
Money making squad.
I think...
I'd like to ally with Aegon because he knows I'm the winner, so...
So we have the Emperor Guild Alliance and we currently have the Fremen Atreides Alliance.
That's Fremen Harkonnen.
Fremen Harkonnen.
Yeah.
Well, you have left a really powerful combat alliance in play here, but
It's fine.
I mean, Holland, you could ally with me and we could just start winning combats.
Combats where?
But it equally could be more valuable for me to stay on my own for the moment. So, well, basically, what they have left us with this alliance pairing is that basically in combat we tell people, we ask what weapon they're using and then tell them not to use something. So,
oh wow!
So this is a really powerful combat trick. We can basically make sure your leader always dies or our leader always survives.
That is interesting, yeah.
It is interesting. The problem is we're not in a good position to try and win the game right now. I was hoping the alliance wouldn't be secured that quickly, I've got to be honest. But it's up to you. I'm happy since I've got no other choice and I feel it might be best for me to do this. It's fine, but I could also go it alone.
I guess if we are to ally, at least we'll be a strong defense against this massive power block that is one city away from winning the game.
True, but they've made... I mean, Aegon was one away from the city anyway. He could have afforded not to ally here, I think. In fact, if Aegon had allied with me, he'd probably have more chance of winning right now.
He doesn't need to know that.
Well, I'm saying that now. I mean, we're still on a Nexus. So, on this is entirely on you. I am ambivalent towards this alliance, but I'm happy for it to happen if it comes to it.
I say we do this alliance.
Can I offer money for you not to do this alliance?
I mean, you can offer.
I would also offer money not to have the alliance happen.
Say again?
Yep, the Atreides Benny alliance is now in play. You may have this power, and I will have yours.
Thank you.
So there is a lot of strength now in this combat. Unfortunately, we're going to have to find some way to actually win, which is going to be more tricky. Okay, so the Nexus is concluded. These alliances, by the way, are fixed until there's another Sandworm.
Yep.
So,
Wow.
if you reveal the second card from the Spice Step, because that was all card 1.
So we could swap alliance.
Yeah, immediately the alliance can terminate here. And 10 in the Great
Flat.
Flat. So there's a lot of spice going there.
Oh,
Does anybody want to know how far the storm will move?
This is now where it's actually kind of relevant.
how much for that?
Well, I mean, now this alliance is in the picture, so you know.
I thought that Worm would destroy everything in Shire Ridge because I thought, oh yeah,
It's the card
looks
that's
at
on top,
the
so-
discard pile, but it's only the one on top, so that's another
Yeah.
newbie mistake I made there.
It's fine. I could have told. It would be rare for it to be relevant, but I didn't look at the card, so I wasn't able to inform you of anything.
Yeah,
No,
how
that's
much?
fine.
And over the storm thing.
5.
You are the money alliance now.
I'm dirt poor at the
Do
moment.
you agree with this? I don't know.
We'll give you 3, Egan.
Yeah,
5.
Alright, never mind then.
All right,
money
we move to Chome Charity. I will just take my 2 unless anybody else is claiming anything. Good. Okay, we then move into bidding. So who can still take cards into the hand?
Me.
Me.
Everybody except Holland still. So top card up for bid on the Treachery deck and Holland. I'm assuming you're going to allow me to look at this until such time as you decide you don't want me to see things.
Sure.
Fine. But I will do a courtesy of let you look and give me the option of saying no.
I can look at it.
That's fine. Okay. And the starting bid is still Fremen because this storm has not moved. So Aiden gets the first bid.
1.
2.
So basically, if I just give all of my money to,
Yeah, you can. You're actually
Basically,
allowed to,
you tell Zelly what the
no, you don't
maximum
have to
bid is.
give me. You don't have to give me money. You're allowed to help me during
Yeah.
my bid.
What I would say is just reveal how much
means
money
all
you
the-
want Zelly to bid for it, unless you want it yourself.
Because
So
then all the money goes back to you.
yeah, so just reveal you have the money, and that's what the bid is. If you want to do it that way.
how much was it? 2 of.
Currently 2 with me, so
Okay, hang on. I need another one.
I mean you could just put down 10 if you wanted to, just to make sure that Zelly gets it.
It's true. You think about that.
But that means I have to put up 11, right?
No, well, you know, he could just show you he has 10 and say, Zelly, you can bid 10.
Okay.
But obviously he has to be shown to have the money. He can't give you money he doesn't have.
Oh.
So that's the only reason I'm saying that way. Hold on.
Make that one then.
I'll pass.
Okay, so Emperor's bid free. Dylan.
Yep. I could bid 4.
Okay, so Dylan's currently bids 4. Ian, are you bidding against your partner?
Nah.
Alright, I am out.
Emperor, do you want me to beat 4?
Or do you want to beat 4 yourself?
I don't mind passing on it, but you have no treachery card, so if you wanna. Oh.
We don't actually know what it is.
You want to pay me spice
no.
to see what
2
it
spice,
is?
2 spice, 2 spice, 2 spice.
Alright, 2 spice. Fine. My advisor tells me 2 spice to see what it is.
Oh,
I'll take 2 spice for that.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I'll do it.
Okay, 2 spice to see what the card is.
Am I allowed to see as well?
Well, once he knows the information, yeah, he can reveal it to his ally if he wants to. He doesn't have to.
Reveal it to my ally.
3. So it's 4. We can go 5 if you want. I'll need your help a little bit.
Okay, so
Yeah, basically you're saying that Zelly is now bidding 5.
okay. So yeah.
Dylan?
Yeah, I will not bid.
Okay, Aegon?
What is the top bid?
Currently 5.
5.
No.
No, I'm out, so if the Emperor wants to go 6 and just take it from you, it's yours for 5.
I mean, I can just sell it to him for free.
You still give the Emperor the money, the spare, because obviously...
Yeah.
But going forward, the Emperor can just bid on your behalf, basically.
Nice.
So, Zelly, you grab the card.
Where is it? There it is.
Yep. Alright, second one up for bid, which is my start.
You know what? I'm gonna
You can't...
use
Oh,
my Karama card to just nab it.
yep.
Because you know you could take it.
Yep, so that is second Karama out of the deck as well, so there are no more of those unless I've got any worthless cards, and there's only one of those left, actually.
Until the deck gets reshuffled, I assume.
Indeed. Once the deck gets reshuffled, it's fine. So, card number 3.
I can look at it. Yeah. Other people can look at it for 2 spice.
So that was it's technically the Emperor's start, because that second card that Colin just took would have been mine, so...
Oh yeah,
Yes,
okay.
this is card 3, Solith's start.
Should we pay to see it for 2 again?
2
You
seems,
choose to,
2
yeah.
seems reasonable.
I mean, I have loads of money, so that's fine. I'll do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, anything we can do to siphon some money off the rich folks is probably reasonable.
Aegon, you can take a look at it if you want.
Well, okay.
Everyone just know what this card is.
Yeah, everybody knows what this card is now. So the Emperor starts the bid.
Pass.
He already has one then. Dylan?
Oh, 1.
No.
Yep, I pass.
Oh.
Pass.
Zelly bids.
Can you help me with 1? Can we bid 2?
Yeah, that's fine.
If you just want to confirm it, you can just say 5. Because the Emperor's paying himself at this point.
Yeah.
True. I mean, yeah, sure. It's, whatever you want to do.
Being 2 on it, I will withdraw.
Nice. There you go, MP.
Yep. So
Yeah.
Zelly takes the card. Alright,
Yeah,
card
especially
4, Zelly to start.
I pass.
Yeah, I'll start with 2.
Mm.
Your circle's really not working there, Aegon. It's just turning into lines. Also, Aegon, it's your bid, I think.
Yep. Current
Nah.
bid, current bid is 2. I'm going to pass at 2.
Anyone else want to see what it is? For 2 spice?
Nope.
I don't. Nah.
I messaged you in Discord, so.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it is a bank, so of course the bank looks like a trash bin.
You should put my alliance card here in your public.
Yeah, because everybody can see what the powers are. Anyway, so is nobody fighting the Harkonnen 2?
No.
What is it?
I know.
Nope. Not unless the Emperor wants to. I mean, we could just take all the cards.
Up until
Not
the
let
point you have your
anyone
hand limit.
True.
I mean, I know there is still one worthless card in there, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's actually a better proportion of reasonable cards in the deck.
Yes, true. How much should we bid if we want to take this? Or oh yeah, we can just confirm it, couldn't we? Actually, if I did like
I'm swapping this coin for 2.
Yep, that's fine. You can do that anytime.
I think we just go 3 and just or 4.
Oh.
Nope. We've lost the Emperor.
No.
Going once. Going twice.
No, we'll wait till he gets back. He's still in
I
the
don't
chat.
have his money.
Yeah, I know.
He's still in the chat, so I'll assume it's fine. We'll just give him a couple of moments to try and get back.
I'll
He
just-
put my alliance card in his thing, and I don't know what it does. I can't remember. What it
Right,
does.
so the Emperor's allows you to revive an additional 3 troops, but the Emperor has to pay for those revivals.
No, I want the.
Oh.
What does mine do?
Basically, you give him the ability to ship at half rate.
Can he? Is that it? Is it just
That's
payments, or
it.
is it?
He can ship at half cost.
I was hoping he got the different types of shipments. That'd be nice.
Don't believe he does. I think he only gets the half cost ones. Yeah, the guild power isn't that great, but obviously the advantage of aligning with the guild is you get additional money. So you kind of made an unusual block here, in all honesty.
The advantage of being in the guild is that it makes his late gameness even stronger, because he can just drop like 25 troops on someone out of nowhere.
True, but
Yeah,
you've probably got
well-
enough money to do that anyway.
True. But it also allows me to do it because he can help me with shipments.
Well, sort of.
It turns me into a baby emperor. I'm a vassal of the emperor.
We all are, technically.
Yeah, indeed. We kind of all are. The Emperor's goal in
Yeah, but you
Dune
guys
the
aren't
novels is to
loyal.
break the guild's damnable monopoly on space travel. That's his actual goal for why he's done
And
the
we're
whole...
allied.
For the breaking up of Dune and why this is happening from the Emperor's point of view is basically so he can break the guild's control.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
My internet on my computer sometimes decides to stop working.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
we're still waiting, so you can come back in, Dwayne.
And, yeah, so basically I think Zelly is going to win the bid unless something crazy happens.
Yeah.
I have nothing on the table at the moment.
True, but it's
Yeah, it
whatever.
comes down to the Emperor.
Yeah, does the Emperor wish to pay for a bid and how much?
It's at 2 at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much just to keep it again? Just as much as I want in it.
As much as you want it, however much money you have, you could bid 17 if you absolutely want the card. Well, presuming you have
We
17.
could win the next 4 cards and no one could stop us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because
Yeah.
you have 2 spare and I have 2 spare.
But then the cards get really cheap for the rest of the players, so we're fine with that.
True.
Okay, welcome back. Okay,
Yay.
so it's just how much money you want to reveal for the guild to get this.
15?
Do you want it or do I want it? It's up to you. We both have 2 slots though.
I mean, I'm not planning on going down yet, so...
Why don't we go for 3 and then look 3 each and then look at try and nab a special weapon. Save
Okay.
a slot for a special.
So should I take this one then?
Yeah, sure. It's fine. Oh, but can I buy it from him and then give it to him?
No,
afterwards?
well, basically the way this works is he has to loan you the money so you can buy it. Basically, that's what's happening.
Yeah, but but then he gets the money back, right? So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, can I buy it and then give it to him? Like
No.
pay him, charge him,
You can
charge him
trade
1 for
treachery
it.
cards. It's one of the things you can't
You are
trade.
not allowed to trade treachery cards under
Okay.
any circumstances. So all you can do is basically
See-
manipulate the money by giving each other money to pay for these. That is
Okay,
I can't see into my own box.
you're probably not this player anymore.
it. You should still
Don't pay if you're buying it for yourself. Don't pay 15. There'll be a limit to what everyone else can pay. Just go to that.
Right, hold on. You might have to trust me on being game master here, but I can probably reset that hidden area for you.
I'll look
He's
away.
dropped from the
I'll
ball
look
right
away.
now.
All right, can I ask everybody to put a blindfold on while I just do this?
It's that B, right? Yeah.
Yeah, B. If you everybody press B, I'll then just adjust, and then if I move you into a different color for the moment, I can then go and adjust things.
Examining the background.
Yeah, and I've got menu to put back on
Oh,
as
wow.
well.
This is a pretty neat picture to use as a background.
I thought my 5 leader was good, but Aegon has a 7 and a 6.
Oh yeah,
and a 5.
no, Aegon has a lot of advantages here.
Jesus.
Right, I've reset it back to red, and it seems to work on my end, so it's just... You can come back in now. Yes, if you reset
You take our blindfolds off, right?
Yeah, blindfolds off. Sorry. I actually didn't need to do that, but you know, it's neat all around. So hopefully you can come back, and if you go back into the red seat, you should be able to see back into the red area. If not, I can game master it and just make a special area for your player seat.
When does the game end, Shadow? What's like the...
it ends if somebody can control 4 territories in an alliance, 3 territories by themselves, or turn 7.
Turn 7.
At which point, and then the guild win takes over, and then the Fremen win.
So me and the Emperor just need to make sure that no one has a majority, and we also win. So we have 2
at the moment, while you're still alive. I mean, to be fair, this is the other side of the game. You can just break that alliance at some point with the next Nexus phase, and go with somebody else who looks like he's getting more of a chance.
Mm.
You also, you can't stand in the same space as your allies. You can't do combined attacks.
No, you can never be in the same territory as your alliance. With the Bene Gesserit troop I've got there, while the Atreides are in there, I cannot flip this tile under any circumstances. Okay, so you're back to being red.
He's got to come back into Discord.
Can you move your advisors when they're not flipped?
No, actually. I basically, at the start of movement and at the end of each alliance phase, I choose whether they remain like they are or go into attack mode.
Roger that.
Hello, Sailor's back.
Can you see the red stuff now?
You're still muted, by the way. Hello?
Christ.
There you
Okay.
go. Right, you're back.
God.
Alright, so you can see into your area, everything's fine.
I still can't.
Hold on.
I don't know why it's doing this.
Hold on.
I'm blind. Ah!
Right, move you to spectator. Move myself into red. Yeah, so I can see everything, so I don't know what's going on with that, I've got to be honest. Change colour, red.
Even if I flip the card.
Oh, hold on. Is it just the cards? Can you see things in your item? Are they white
Not
spheres?
in the area.
I just stepped away for a second. Can I unblindfold?
Yeah. Okay. Let's try something else here. I'm gonna actually remove your hidden area for the moment.
Everyone blindfold.
Yeah, everyone blindfold,
I'm
please.
blind.
Okay.
Hello, sorry. Do I need to blindfold
Yes,
myself
if you could,
again?
you and Holland, please. Holland as well, please. Press B.
How do I blindfold?
Press B.
Press B.
First,
Nah.
Press B. So I'm basically just
top-down
gonna
camera.
remove the hidden area
first
entirely.
camera.
Yeah,
Oh.
it did. This
V?
literally press B. Blindfold.
B.
B.
Bravo.
Yeah, there you go. Right. So. Reverse, so everything's inside. Into a point view. Okay.
I can see him now. But
You can see it now, oddly. Okay. Right. I mean, it's weird, but if you can see it now, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah. Now it's just the cards.
Now it's just the cards. I have no idea what this one.
That card revealed.
Hold on.
The card revealed when you clicked it. So.
I think it might just be loading, which might be the issue.
Yeah. Okay. Now. Yeah.
All right, everyone can unblindfold. I think we're fine. Sorry. All right. So,
Stress.
where the game currently is, Dylan has bid 2 on this card. Does the Emperor wish to bid on behalf of Zelly or himself to get this card? And if so, how much?
And do you
I'll
want
do
to
it.
pay 2 spice to see what it is?
No, I'll just bid 5. I don't know.
Okay, so 5. Anyone want to
Money's
challenge
not bad.
5?
I won't challenge 5.
Yep, no. Okay, you can have it for 5 then. So that 5 goes to the bank.
Just be like the only worst.
All right, this is the last card. And the opening bidder is the Harkonnens.
Yeah, bid 2 on it.
Aegon, I assume, passes.
Yes.
I will bid 3.
Should we see this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you pay me 2 for this?
Are we allowed to?
Well, I know the information, so I
Oh.
can sell it for 2, so that's what I'm doing.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm selling the information
Yeah.
for 2. Thank you.
I'm selling it for free. Oh,
Everyone covering the costs of.
That's not bad. That rounds me out pretty well. I think we got that.
yeah. I'll just put like how much and then.
Yeah, just literally show how much you want either Zelly or yourself to bid for it. So you're putting 10 out for Zelly, are you?
Yeah.
Alright, just put that in front of Zelly. Because that's basically a loan. You're loaning Zelly 10 to do this. Okay, so
Okay.
bid 10.
He's giving Zelly a loan that will basically then go back to.
Yeah,
him.
it'll basically go back
Yeah.
to you. Yeah. That is entirely what's happening. So that outbids me, so that happens. So Zelly gets the card and pays the Emperor the 10 that he's just been given.
Where'd the card go?
That's
I
it.
heard it.
Yeah. Alright,
Oh, for free. I love it.
so we then go to Revival. So the guild get 1 force back for free, but they can pay for another 2.
I
One
would
for
like
one.
to. The Emperor can also pay for another 3.
You do, but the Emperor has to pay that himself.
So I would like
Yeah.
to revive everyone if I can.
Alright,
Well,
so
as
if
many
you,
as I
you
can.
have to pay
So I'm
2
putting
spice.
2 in.
Yep, so you pay 2 spice, that gets you the 2 you're allowed back. And then the Emperor is allowed to pay another 3 to the bank to revive another 3 forces. For
Yeah,
example.
normally you're only allowed to get
For
3
me.
back.
Yep, so free to the bank. Yep, that's fine. And so Zelly can revive another 3 troops.
Thank you.
Okay, so we then move into movement, which the Fremen start. Again, Zelly can jump in if he needs to jump in.
What happens with getting generals back, by the way?
Right, you can only get generals back if you run out, basically. And then you can get 1 back for its value. So you'd have to pay the spice value off a leader to get him back.
What if you? Oh wait, Jen. Since you get charity, you can always afford like 2.
Eventually, you can get your leaders back, yeah. The exception of this is there is a Treachery Card, the Tylexu tanks, which allows you to revive a leader out of sequence.
Yeah.
So, Fremen, are they going to do any movement, and which movement are they going to do? Because there is a win the game potential attack here I've seen coming. Oh, actually, before movement, actually, because I've got to think about this myself here. Because I can choose to no longer coexist in Tuk's Siege, and that prevents Aegon from going for the win. But I don't think I'm going to do that at the moment. I think the guild have got this, so I'm not going to.
I got a.
I'm going to coexist in all territories.
Okay. I got a question for you, Shadow.
Yeah, sure.
When the storm moves, let's say it landed here, does it instantly destroy everything in that tile, or do you have time to like move away? So would it destroy
You
everything?
can only
all of it?
do. Yeah, so the spice will only move if there was, say, a weather control card, and I think the weather control card says it happens during the normal storm phase.
Yeah, that's
So
what I mean. So during the storm
anything that's
phase-
outside that isn't Fremen is instantly destroyed, and the Fremen lose half their troops rounded up.
But during the storm phase, if this landed like here, would it destroy everything instantly?
Yeah, we destroy all the spice as well, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
And
you'd
also,
probably
just
get,
because
if
I've
you
been asked,
landed there, you'd
just
get
because I've
chopped.
been asked, it's the end of the game, end of turn calculations. So after combat and collection is when we determine who's winning.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take my move, I think.
All right, so the Fremen. Oh, you want to go before the Fremen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna move my troops back here.
Okay, so that's fine. Do you wish to do a beam down, or are you just gonna do the on-planet thing?
That's it, please.
Okay, so Aegon now goes. So Aegon jumps 2 Fadakeen and 6 Fremen into Siege. And he's no troops to move onto the board, so that's him done. Holland's move.
It's a tricky decision.
I mean, we need. You can't get to either of the Siege Tabar because of where the storm is right now.
Oh wait, no, I forgot. I forgot on my move. The Emperor can help me pay for shipment.
Well, the Emperor
yeah.
will give you money to pay for shipments, yeah.
It's too late though. I've missed my turn, but I would have liked to do that.
Well, I
mean-
haven't done anything yet, so if you want to.
Well, this guy has.
Yeah,
He
Aegon has, and he might not have done
Oh,
it.
right.
Reinforced,
So,
So,
yeah, you're correct.
yeah.
You're correct. You're
That was my
absolutely
fault.
right.
All right.
Kind of stuff.
You're
I-
absolutely
I mean-
right.
There is a move you've got, Holland, but I sense shenanigans if you do it.
It's there's a couple things I could do, but I'm not sure if I should do them.
I mean, I'm just going to vocalize this because I had a thought about this a while ago. But if we go and attack Carthag, Dylan on his move could just move back into Araki and do the grand swap, which doesn't actually fix the problem. And if we split our forces in half, we've still got a problem because obviously he'll just pick whichever battle he's more likely to win. So,
Very true.
but you
Very
still have some.
true.
You still have some beam down. But those are the things that are going through my head at this one.
Yeah, true.
Can the Emperor just give me money?
You can just
Yeah.
give anyone can just give each other money, right?
Can I have some money for this battle, Emperor?
How much are you looking for?
Like 6.
Do your better, I'll give you 10.
Oh,
Okay, no, that's the plan, Holden. We're doing that.
Oh.
I love that plan so much. We're doing that.
So I should probably first beam down some more guys in my city of what's it called?
I mean, 15's enough, and I think we want to save a few because we might want to beam somewhere else. I mean, you could beam down into Siege Tabor and at least worry the Fremen.
Nah.
Because, well, honestly, we have the voice and we have
I guess
things.
it is good to have some reserves.
Well, the alternative is I'm going to have to go and fight them. That's the thing. One of us has got to fight him there, and I don't have money to do more than what you're doing. But I actually, if you do what you want to do, but I'm probably going to beam down to Siege Tabor.
I can PM.
I guess I could beam down one guy.
I wouldn't beam down one guy at the moment. I'd actually just do.
Beam down one guy, beam down one guy, beam down one.
If you beam down one guy, I get to at least give you an advisor. But I think it's probably better for you to do the.
Yeah, so exactly. If I beam down one guy, I get an extra army of bureaucrats wherever I beam down.
Yeah, true.
So where do you want the bureaucrat?
I
Just
mean, if
another
you want
one
to
in.
beam one into Arakeen, if you're going to do that, but I would honestly, I think having troops in reserve that we can plot down somewhere is probably better. Because remember, Aegon doesn't have any more troops. He's got all his on the board, so he can't reinforce very quickly.
True.
I mean, in all honesty,
I
actually.
can,
Actually, can I suggest something? Which I
Sure,
think might
do
be
you
better.
want to PM it?
Stop playing with my worm.
I mean siege, but you know what I mean. So I think that's going.
That is
Okay.
worth. Yeah.
I think that's better.
Alright. Okay.
And then also you can then use your movement to move one, and we have the option of which one we want to do.
Is it possible to beam down one guy in here?
Yeah, no, there's only.
And then,
I wouldn't go there because I want to fight for that.
No, beam down there.
like
one guy.
I can beam down there and move him,
Just
right?
beam one guy down there.
Holland, beam into the other one because I can fight for Siege Tabor. I can win that one. You don't have to. I can win the other one.
I need to
Don't listen to Shadow.
Beam into
say
this
again.
one.
Beam into this one.
Yep, beam into that one.
Do that
Go
one.
for it. I will beam into.
Okay.
I will beam into Tabor.
Well, I can't blame you for trying.
Okay, pay 1 to the guild for that.
Beam one down there and keep him there, or
Yeah,
have
beam one
them-
down. I'm going to move my troop into the polar sink rather than
Alright.
join him as an advisor. Yep, that's fine. And pay the guild.
Really? One?
Pay the guild. Well, remember, we have all the options here.
Okay. I'll get that guy a money.
that's my money. Punk.
Link.
One.
The Emperor's treasury appreciates that.
Yes.
And guess I'll move.
Yeah, I'm just the investor.
I can move one guy
Yep.
again.
Yeah. We'll lock down Carthag as well. Move one guy into there.
Okay.
Because then it gives us the ability to potentially do some other shenanigans, depending on what Aegon says. Okay. Benny Gesserit, move. I'm going to pay 5 to the guild, and I'm going to beam down 5 troops into Siege Tabor. And they are not coexisting. This is a fight.
Back out. It's got an army of nuns on you.
I do have an army of nuns. Okay. Also, this is turn free for any predictions I might have. Just saying.
Ho-ho.
Alright, Emperor's move. We have, however, locked out every single seat you could beam down to except Arakeen.
You could beam down to get the spice.
He does have guild rates, so... But, of course, there's a storm coming.
You could get this.
Oh
too.
yeah, there's a storm coming.
He could also join this, couldn't he?
No, you can have allies in the
No.
same territory.
Okay.
Yeah, you cannot move into a territory which has an ally in it. There's no way you can do it in this game, unfortunately.
You could drop
So,
for like an easy move. You could drop 2 people in Red Chasm for the price of 1, and you just gain one spice. It's not the most value, but
You
it's like
could pay me 2 spice to see where the next payout is going to be.
You could pay Aegon to see what the storm was going to be and see if it's safe to go get that spice.
I think that's where.
okay, I'll
Yeah, pay for the storm.
Well, Aegon wants to just do that anyway.
He's already
okay,
offered.
so
10.
He's offered. No, you said 2.
10!
Alright.
10!
Alright, Aegon's not getting any money. Fuck Aegon.
so what? Should I drop 5 on the Great Fat then, or something?
No, it's worrying without knowing.
I mean,
about this.
you'd pick up 10 and then they die. You'd have to revive them, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's I mean, how
Well,
much?
you're
How
not-
much do
you're
the
not-
two
you're not
richest?
planning.
How much do the 2 richest factions really need more money?
True. I mean, when we have this much money,
How much
we
do I
really
pay
need
for
vibes.
each revive?
One.
So, yeah, you'd pay half rate. So building straight into the desert, it'd be 1 for 1, and then you'd pick up 10. Remember, you collect 2 for troops, so
You'd pay 5 lives and 5 things to get
10.
10.
So I might as well do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. If you don't have anything to do with those troops, it's not the worst move in the world. And heck, you never know. Maybe that storm is only moving 1 again, and it's just not gonna have
Yeah.
a chance to get the other stuff.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Alright, so that's your beam down. Pay the guild, please.
Oh yeah, you pay the guild.
Yeah.
You do have to pay. You
Yeah.
can't just do it, unfortunately.
That's crazy. We
Well,
literally
um,
all the money just goes to us.
Yeah.
You're
How much do I pay?
you're like 2
5.
companies
Pay
on the
5.
stock market just selling each other the same thing.
This is why your alliance is a bit ridiculous and kind of useless.
Well, it's kind of super strong too, though. Like it
Yes, but you're
That's
just
how much you're
moving
valuing
one.
money over
no,
what.
but it
the-
turns us from late game powers into mid game powers because we reach our. We
No,
reach
I think-
the
I think
ridiculous
it's just-
money earlier.
when
No, you're
you
just
see, when you
moving
see the
one
power
pile
of
of money from
the,
one.
the other 2 alliances are more powerful.
Look,
And
it
that
makes
is
sense
great.
mathematically.
You know, fucking the Bank of Poland over here is gonna want all the money.
Dylan knows. Dylan understands me.
Indeed. Okay.
Oh, we do.
So
we
the
do need
the
to-
Emperor has made his
Oh,
move.
well.
The guild is already gone, so it's now just Arconers if they want to do anything. They can't just
Yeah.
they could just leave Carthag and then we have enough territory without fighting.
Or he could also just kill this one unit as well.
You could, but maybe we have a plan.
Oh,
Don't like plans.
get planned around your plan.
Let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's see. 2, 6, 7. To drop 7 Harkonnens into Carthag.
Yep, beam down and then 1 move.
Yeah.
So there's yours. Okay, the war is on.
That's quite a fight.
I'm going to, instead of beaming down as an advisor, I'm going to go into the polar sync again. Yeah, so I think that makes the decision for us, Holland, as to what you're doing.
I think it does, yeah.
Okay. But you never know, we might be able to do some shenanigans. Anyway. So, movement is done, and this is going to be a bloody turn. So, the Fremen...
Except for the Emperor.
So, the Fremen are involved in 2
Yeah.
combats. They get to choose the order of which of these they do. So, which one do you want to do first, Aegon? This is relevant, because any leaders that survive have to stay where they're deployed, so you can't use the same leader in 2 combats.
I'm gonna do this.
Aegon's got 3 combats to do.
Oh, has he? Where's his third? Oh, no, he does have 3 combats, of course, yeah. So he's going to do the guild combat first.
Yep.
So 13 guildsmen versus 6 Fremen and 2 Fadakeen.
Got this. I believe.
There are no prescient style abilities because they're all on the same team. So, and just remember, Aegon doesn't have to pay for his troops to be full strength. So Aegon could literally dial 10 if he wanted to.
Yep.
Of course, he has to
I have
declare
no
how many
suggestions
Fadakeen are
either
going to
way.
die based on this combat wheel, but he can see that. So, all right. So leader token, and then any treachery cards you want to place on top of that as well. And yeah, we get the prescience and the voice on each of our combats. And remember, the
dangerous.
prescience goes before the voice. So we basically ask the question and then tell you something. So, everybody's ready? Everybody's set?
Okay.
Revealago.
Ooh.
Poison weapon, Stilgar, and 9. Okay.
Poison defense.
So,
Projectile weapon.
and your leader, please. Okay, so unless anybody's calling traitor, the first thing that happens is that Stilgar dies.
Oh.
So, Stilgar dies. Nope, no traitors have been called. The Harkonnens can call traitors for this battle if they have it, but... Okay.
I'm not calling anything.
So, they lose. The guild win the combat because they have 16 value. They lose all 13 of their troops and pay 13 spice. But everybody dies in there. They also get 7 spice back after the battle for the dead Stilgar. So once you paid that, you get 7 back.
Well, it was worth a shot.
The Bene Gesserit, unfortunately, can't flip to attackers, but they get the option next time anything goes in them.
Yep, I knew that.
I don't count as controlling this, just as an FYI. I do not control Took Siege. Anyway. So Stilgar has died. You won the combat, so you keep them. Aegon lost the combat, so he loses his poison. Okay, Aegon. Second battle.
Let's do this one.
Okay, so first of all, Holland asks you a question about the combat.
Okay.
And I think the question should be something along the lines of what defense he's using. I think, honestly.
Yeah, sure. What defense will you be using?
No defense.
Okay. So we can then force him to do something if we can. So we could force him to play a worthless card, if he's got one. We could force him to play a specific type of weapon to keep our leader alive, I suppose. I mean, here's the other side of the equation, though, Holland. I don't think they're going to win this turn now. They still could win all 3 battles, but it's going to be awkward for them.
True.
It's already awkward.
True.
So I would go with just I would go with that.
Okay.
Actually,
Wait.
go with this. I think. Actually, no, don't do that. 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 No, go with the original plan. Go with the original plan.
But what does it cost to Freeman to get guys back?
They just get it for free.
They get free troops back each turn. One of them can be a Fadakeen.
Right.
But they can only get free back, but they do get them for free.
And I cannot buy additional revivals.
Unless that's your ally with the Emperor. That's the only
Guys
exception to that, of
here.
course. Yeah, but I would just go for it and see what happens. You never know. They might be traitoring.
I'm not so sure now if I want to invest in that place.
To be fair, there might be another place for you to do it. This is the thing. I'll leave this to you, but we want to do that at some point. Back to the original. Yeah, Hammer, our reliance in talking about things openly here is not working. But just play how you would normally want to play. Remember, you only have one, though. As I say, never know. We might get lucky with a thing here, but we're kind of delaying the game at this point, Holland.
Yeah, it feels like we've kind of...
Yeah, I agree with that. Go for it. Yep, I agree with what you say. So just do what you need to do for this combat.
Right. We'll go
And this is
with that
the
plan.
Habania siege combat.
Yeah.
Find the siege first. And what the question? He's not going to use the defense, correct?
Yep.
That's what you said.
You
Perfect.
could force him to use a type of weapon if he's got it. Just want to keep your leader alive.
I could also force him not to use a weapon, correct?
You could no. You can only tell him not to use a specific type of weapon. You can't tell him not to use a weapon.
Oh, go. Not
So you
to
can say
use a specific
don't
type
use a
weapon.
projectile
Right.
weapon, for example.
Hang on, yeah. Let me take a little look at my notes here.
Oh. For 5 spice, I'll tell you. I'll tell you something.
All right, you cannot use a. Wait, where was it again?
All you can tell him to do is to play or not play a specific type of weapon or a card in his hand, like worthless card of cheap hero.
Yeah, just a little misreading because I don't think. You can. You
The
can.
background music.
Holland, you're in free battles this round. Can we speed this up a bit?
Yeah, sorry.
I don't have anyone.
You cannot play a shield.
I want to see my troops die as they collect money for me.
Indeed. All right, put your cards out and then we'll flip them.
Right.
And leader. Okay, flip, please. So what happens here is that Jameis's leader, Jameis dies.
Okay.
We then go to the dialing. So 1 versus 4. So Aegon loses 4 normal troops, but he does win the combat. So the Atreides die. And Aegon gets 2 spice for a dead leader in a combat he won, even though it was his own. And we discard the projectile. We discard that.
Okay.
Your leader does survive, though, because he wasn't killed.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But you can't use them again this turn.
Yeah, so you can't use your 1 strength. Actually, can we get your 1 strength leader back, just so we can mark him?
Keep
that's
him on
fine.
the battlefield.
Just so we know that we've used him there, and he's still alive. Okay, we then move into the Bene Gesserit versus the Fremen.
Shadow, I've got
So-
a question.
Yeah, go for it.
It says in the movement rules that you can't move into a stronghold with the tokens of 2 other factions.
Yep.
So does that mean that if you're allied, you can just lock a stronghold down?
No,
You
you
can't
can't
step into
you
the
can't
same place
move
your
into the
ally.
territory where your ally exists.
Oh.
Which is why my Bene Gesserit token that's here is locked as an advisor until such time as the Atreides is no longer there.
Got it.
All right, Aegon.
Yes.
I would like to know what number you are dialing.
3.
You
Kind
are
of forgot
dialing
that you can
3.
use the same leader for.
I'm gonna say, do not use a poison weapon.
Okay.
Just because I'm forced, I've got to force something. Around.
And you can also ask him a question.
I have.
All right, sorry, I was just.
Yeah, so I know I know what number he's dialing, and therefore I just have to, beat him on that basis. So let's see. So he's only gonna have one troop left at the end of this. So I want to work things out on that basis here. All right. I'm gonna go with this and that leader. All right. Reveal, please. Okay, I call traitor. Oh, no, I don't. Sorry, wrong one. I thought that was your other one. No, that's fine. So,
is the other one the one that...
Ignore it,
Well, he's not going to reveal that, is
I'm not
he?
going to reveal anything at this point. Sorry, I knew I had a Fremen leader and got excited, which was terrible. Anyway, so what happens here is that neither of our leaders die, because neither of us are playing weapons against them. I will lose my shield at the end of this because I lose the combat, and
You keep me with Aegon.
Yep. And you keep one troop, Aegon.
Still another battle.
Why do I keep thinking you're all gonna use troop numbers? So far, everything's been.
Well, I mean, you're still ahead here. So basically, you are.
I'm counting on Dylan's now.
Dylan has to win his battles, or the game ends in the Alliance victory. So, we then move to turn order here. So the Atreides now get to choose which of their battles they want to do first.
Oh.
Dylan's can also use his non-ransomed
one
leaders,
first.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So which one are we doing first?
I guess the big one first.
Okay, so 14 Atreides versus 13 Harkonnens.
Bloody hell.
Alright, need to
Do
really
you know anything about the
about
Harkonnen
this
that we
question.
can share? My Emperor?
Um,
'Cause we don't want the Harkonnen to win, I think, right?
I feel like I should ask what number he's going to dial. What do you think, advisor?
I basically told you what you need to do with this, I think. Obviously the dial depends on this, but if you ask him what number he's going to use, that gives us the information there. Then we can work on that, and then we can tell him not to do a certain thing so that we have that option for the next battle. So I think that overall means we're going to win one or either of these. I think.
And
Shadow, Holland, I have some info that might help you.
I have no money, so I'm not interested.
I'm giving it for free.
Then go for it then.
alright.
It's not very useful, but Dylan's has my 5 leader. So
Yeah, you're right. That's not useful at all. Moving on.
it's more about traitor stuff.
As your 5 leader. As in hostage, and he can use it.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
So-
That's worth something.
So Dylan, what number are you going to dial?
Also, wait, whose voice was that? Was that who was that? Emperor.
That was
Or
Dolly.
Alright.
Space
man.
Girl.
I need to
Yeah.
play more board games with you guys because
Alright.
when it comes to Zelioth, I barely know what he sounds like.
So I'll tell you what number I'm dialing once I work that out.
Yeah, sure.
And let me just check.
Because obviously that number determines what we need to dial.
Let me just start dialing.
Also, remember, I don't know how much spice you've got left, but I have no spice, so
Oh, okay.
I can't give you any to help in this battle.
So I tell you the big number, right?
Yeah, so but basically the top number.
Oh, well, hang on.
If
I
you-
haven't
If
decided yet, I
you
haven't
need the
decided yet.
money to spice up Dylan's, I can give you some.
Yeah, so when you reveal the number, it's literally what number is appearing on the top, what your battle
Oh
number
yeah,
is.
Yeah,
Alright.
sure. Can you lend me some money then, Aegon?
More
Yeah,
or
that'll do. That'll do.
That'll do, pig.
I'm going to suggest the other alliance that you need us to win this one.
I don't think you can swap money between allies. You know.
You can. You can give money to any player for any reason.
So
It
the,
says
the question
it
here
says
is to ask
allies
what
may help
number,
each
right?
other. This doesn't allow them to directly transfer spice between each other in these rounds.
Nope.
Specifically says that.
You can. Trust me on this. You can absolutely directly. It's not direct transfer for no reason, effectively, but you can absolutely do that. That's one of the main advantages of being with the Emperor.
Okay.
How?
Yeah, that's a weird statement on there because I'm fairly certain it contradicts itself somewhere in the actual rulebook. So
Maybe it's trying to say you can't give each other money during the bidding round or shipment round. I think is what it's trying
allies
to
may help
say.
each other pay for spice cards in bidding round, which is what you're doing basically.
Yeah. So rather than
So
give them money,
you can't.
can
But
only
you can, as long as you can justify a reason for it, you can absolutely transfer money between any players.
In the case for a tie, who wins?
Currently, the ties go to Atreides.
So I can ask him what force he has dialed.
Yeah, what number is at the top?
That's yeah.
Yeah. What number is at the top?
And then you can.
Yeah, sorry. The number at the top is going to be. Let me just check. I got enough money. Yeah, the number at the top is going to be 12.
Okay.
Okay.
So, assuming we can dodge his traitor here, because he might have some, we need to get a total of 12, and obviously still have some troops left over.
Something you wanted to stop as well?
Yeah, so we can. I would go with what I said in the description, but
Shut up. We won. Wait, who are the Harkonnen? Who are they?
Harkonnen in the black, so Dylan.
And he's allied with
Aegon.
Aegon. And green is.
So yeah, if he wins them both.
Holland,
rounds.
have you got enough spice? Because we could, the money faction could bribe you if you need a bit of help.
I mean, I could use a bit of help if you want to assist.
We can't give you money, but we are allowed to bribe you, I think.
You can bribe me to win this fight.
I mean,
Well,
basically, you
if-
can say we can give you 5 spices as long as you use it all in this combat. That's fine.
If
Oh,
Dylan's wins the fight, they win the game. So
Yeah,
we
basically,
don't really
the
want you
arrangement
to
is going to
win.
be something.
I mean, we
They
don't
give us
really
money, we must use that money in the combat.
Yeah,
That's,
if you give money,
Just let
then
us
I'll
win the
use it
game.
in this combat.
No, absolutely not. How much are you looking
Still
for?
lose Carthag, so it wouldn't
I
necessarily be a
can
win.
drop you a cool 5.
okay, so
I'll
that is
put
5.
all that 5 in combat.
Yeah, so we must use 5 in combat.
Yes, I'll
you
just
must
keep
use
it there.
At least 5, anyway. You obviously is going to presumably lose a bit
You
more.
must use a minimum of 5 in combat.
Yeah.
That is verbal agreement. As long as he can still do that, that's fine.
It's fine. We paid for so much of his card information. We'll have enough.
So I need, let's see. That was actually quite a clutch move by the king there. And I will. Oh crap. Oh wait, no, yeah, I'm gonna use that guy anyway. Alright. I made a really big misplay earlier in the game, so it's all risky.
Okay, so leader, dial, and any cards. Dylan is using 2 by the look of it, but
Yeah, those are
Wait.
the cards I'm playing.
Wait, can I change my bribe to be that he has to let me see the next card in the bidding round?
I mean, you could do that, but you've already made the
Well, we
verbal
already
agreement, which you've
made
accepted,
the-
so
We've already made the verbal agreement.
you have to make a
Alright.
different
Verbal agreement has been made and money transferred.
Yeah, sure.
one. Are you sure you just want to use... Alright, fine. Because we do need
Yeah,
to win,
because-
otherwise you lose that card. Just saying.
I mean, we can use the same card in multiple combats, right?
Assuming
If
we win. If we lose this, we lose that
we
card.
win, yeah. I'm sure.
Alright. Alright. It's in the air now. Flip the coin. Let's see what happens. So
Oh,
get
yeah, you cannot use a projectile offense, was my thing.
Calling traitor on Gurney!
Oh no!
GG.
Ah,
It's not over yet,
It
technically.
kind of is. We lost the lasgun because he risked it on that and didn't play the
Yeah.
project. You didn't even play the shield. I thought you were going for a projectile explosion.
I'm saving
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, well, I guess you were saving up for the other battle, but now we lost it. That's... All right, fine. So
I knew he had one of my 5s, but I forgot to write
for
down.
what it
which
matters,
that
Dylan,
was.
you get 4 spice and you get to steal one of Holland's other leaders.
This game is over.
This might be
That's what I spent on the troops, by the way.
Yep.
That's banking, right?
Yeah, sure. That 5 we spent on the combat. How much did you spend? You spent.
7.
You killed the leader
I
as well,
spent
right?
12 on combat.
Just double check
Yeah.
one thing before I do anything further with that, but.
Alright, alright, that's 2 2s, yep. I'm going to pick this guy.
Both these. Traitors. Okay.
I need the money, so have them back.
Okay.
Come on, just.
So. Okay, last combat then, probably of the game.
depression.
So.
Oh yeah, can't use him again.
Yeah, that's all gone.
Mm.
Okay. So.
You need money, Holland.
Holland, you're going to have to die a 1. Just saying. You're going to have to die a 1 here. Because you need to win this. And also, you have to do this without a lasgun now.
Well, I don't think I can win this.
Give me. Here's a bribe for info in the next round.
We're not.
Which
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
There is a next round.
There probably is in the next round, but you know.
Yeah, that looks like game.
The problem is his full strength is 1.
Oh shit.
Well, I mean, we're going to ask you what you're going to dial anyway, so.
Okay. Well, I'm dialing 3.
What are you dialing and what defense? And then we're going to tell you to not use. What do you have a weapon, Holland?
He cannot use a poison defense.
Okay. Do you not use poison defense? And then we need to know what number you're dialing. But
Number of dialing is 3.
okay, we can win this combat as long as we kill his leader and we have our leader survives. That's ultimately the chain of events that needs to happen here.
and if he has a traitor.
He might well have another traitor, in which case that's just game.
What was this bribe for, by the way?
That was so we have 1 spice to pay for combat.
Yeah, I was just making sure. You can take it or you can't.
Yeah, so if you
Well,
want to
that's
change
fair-
the wheel
that's
so
fair.
we're definitely dying 1 at full strength, it's probably worth doing.
Yeah, it does help.
Oh dear.
So that's for letting me see the card in the first bidding round, which has a slight connotation of please win, so that we can
Yeah.
get to the next round.
Fair enough.
Okay, so we know Dylan's is dialing 3. Yeah, flip, and let's see if there's a winner.
7.
Gurney Halleck, poison. Alfifi Howard, dialing 1.
Poison.
Wait, I thought you were.
Yeah.
You told it to. Alright, fine. Whatever.
No poison defense, you said. So
Yeah.
both
They didn't use
leaders
poison
die.
defense. I assumed you were playing a defense as well, but obviously you didn't have it. So, yeah, that's game to the Harkonnens then. Both leaders die.
No.
Did you
I'm
not have a
sorry
traitor?
for ruining your
Did you not-
fun.
Did you not have a defense? What did you have? No.
I'm
you had
actually
survival.
kind of glad it's over because I've been making so many mistakes this game. It wasn't very
We won.
enjoyable for me
Yeah,
anymore.
Mentat
Oh.
calculations, Fremen and Conan victory.
I just wasn't involved. I never landed the plan.
Yeah, it's kind of got to
Oh, no,
late
I did
game.
actually. Yeah. But I
Me
got
and
this. The money.
Yeah.
Part of the issue was I think we screwed up the lasgun. We were kind of debating where we could do a lasgun explosion because we had a shield at one point, although I didn't see a shield come out of you at any point.
Well, I know both of them had a shield, so
So
I
the
could
plan
use
of me
Yeah,
having
yeah.
You
shield.
could have asked him to do a shield.
Yeah.
the
Did you
plan
have-
of the plan of the Emperor and I were that we were gonna basically stall a turn, build up a shit ton of money, and then we were gonna
I
put
see- I
like
see the
20
I should have
Shenanigans.
used the poison weapon in
we would have done a massive attack on like multiple places.
Yeah, but I've just seen what Dylan's counterplay would have been, and that's quite good.
Yeah.
I
Dylan
would
had
have won
family
that
atomics
first
then.
battle in Redchasm. I had it all
Mm.
planned out, but then I misheard it, and it was all downhill from there.
Oh dear.
What was
Must
the
have
next
Lady
storm?
Jessica,
like?
traitor.
The next storm was gonna be 5.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna play Storm Control and move it one.
Yeah, which traitors did you have,
I was
Dylan?
gonna keep.
Yeah.
Jessica,
I was gonna keep you.
Gurney.
Yeah. I got excited when I saw a
Oh
Fremen
my
high
god!
number,
you
and
had-
then I
yeah, I knew. I was going to
What did
keep
you
notes
have?
that you
I
had
had the
this as a
Fremen
trader,
5, not the
but the
Fremen
first
6.
time I forgot to write it down.
Oh.
So it's like I cannot use one of my
Did you know I
fives.
had that as a trader?
Yeah, no, I knew you had one of my fives, but they didn't write
right.
down which, and that was crucial information. But because I didn't know which it was, because I didn't write it down,
I
I didn't realize that.
I had one more of your 5s.
Oh, you had the other 5?
Yes.
Oh my god.
No loyalty in House Atreides.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
was
ultimately
fucked,
this was
fucked,
just the combat alliance, because honestly, with the tricks we had, we shouldn't have lost all of those combats. We should have at least won one of them.
Yeah.
I really didn't expect you to lose them all.
Okay.
Especially since
So,
it's crazy as well.
As
I
it is
wanted
turn
to win
3,
these
I'm
two,
now going
but-
to quickly reveal that I predicted
Oh,
a
wait a
turn
minute.
4 victory for House Atreides.
Oh.
So I was hoping Atreides would ally with somebody else, because I didn't think I could arrange it on my end. And then just all the alliances formed before I could break any of them apart.
Would you both win if this came true?
No,
Would you
only
ally?
I would win.
No, because Shadow would win if he guessed when anybody would win. He would just win.
Yeah, but I'm wondering because you're allied if you
No,
win.
No.
that's not an ally. Most allied victory conditions I've shared, the Bene Gesserits isn't.
If
Yeah,
he,
this
if
technically
he,
says on my card, like, hey, we both win if the Fremen win, but
My
Yeah.
only loyal leaders were my most bad ones, and one of the mistakes I made was like I was used the one here because I initially was going to duke this place, but then I changed my mind. But then I realized, oh, I cannot move him now. He stays there. I'm like, oh shit.
Yep.
Well, that sucks.
these were the 2 safe ones. These were the 3 safe ones. And one of them was Dylan's, so I told him to use the safe leader on the last thing.
yeah.
Well,
And mine.
in the name of getting a game together, because obviously that ended a little quicker than I was expecting, I'm going to restart the game.
I have
yeah.
to leave in an hour.
I know, we
Yeah.
can just save
Should
it.
we do a secret Palpatine or something?
Do I even have that set up still? Good
Oh.
question.
I mean,
Right,
Is that
Tyler, what
like
are you
Secret
doing? I'll
Hitler
be
but
right back.
less politically charged?
No, I was going to have a secret. I was going to find Secret Hitler, in all honesty.
Yes.
I've never played that, but I've seen it like once, like a year ago. So
I think I'm done. I'm pretty miffed at all the mistakes I made.
All right, fine. What else have I got? The most
Oh.
of 5.
I'm definitely playing this again and then probably refreshing a bit more.
Yeah,
on
probably
the
another
rules
month.
and
Well,
asking-
Sheriff of Nottingham is 5.
Yeah, sure.
And,
Alright, there we go. Sheriff of Nottingham's fine.
And do let me know about all the rules that are in the game that haven't been explained yet. If there's
I'll-
new ones,
I'll
like
be
how Sarkonnen
right
getting
back.
the hostage power. That was a pretty big one.
It's there. It's just unfortunately it's a thing. All right.
I mean, technically, our group score now is 1-1 because Holland won last time anyway.
Yeah,
But it's fine. That
but
was
my win was way less spectacular.
yeah. You just and then the guild win.
Yeah,
been perfect
the
time
most
for that.
boring victory you can get.
Okay, so we'll include all of those, and we include all of these. Okay.
But even if the game didn't end there, my faction was basically destroyed. It would have been a very slow,
England's
boring
was
draw.
pretty devastated as well. We'd lost like everyone.
Yeah, it was looking
How
good.
far I knew. It held down you 2 of the 3 treachery cards for the for Aegon as well.
Which is always
if-
an advantage if you know some of that.
Because like the 2 I paid for were the ones you got, so I just knew.
I mean, if we hadn't won then, I think it probably would have been Zeli Emperor because
Maybe.
Aegon was
They
exhausted.
could have done things. Maybe if we'd have saved our lasgun, or if it still had that, we could have fought back. Because just instant killing the enemy leaders is always going to be good.
Yep.
Mm.
Well,
Anyway.
yeah, yeah.
All right, we'll just wait for Solo to get back, and then we'll get this game started.
I'm making tea, but I'm coming.
Yeah, it's fine.
now.
It'll won't be a few minutes.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm actually playing Chef Nine, but I know it's pretty simple, right?
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's just the
It's all
case.
about lying what's in your bag. and
Absolutely,
stuff.
it's about telling the truth and just honest shipping practices.
How often do you guys play Tabletop Sim?
Every once in a while. I'm hoping to get a more regular time together because it's just something that, we used to do a lot and we don't do a lot anymore. So.
Had the bad luck of not having Tabletop Simulator for a while, and then I'm like, this is a group of really fun people. They play a bunch of Tabletop Simulator. It's on sale now. I'm getting it. And then the great Tabletop Simulator drought happened.
Okay.
And I have barely touched it since then, so...
Okay, so I've just done 6 cards. I'll explain the games as we go on. So, the starting player, Sheriff, is whoever has the most money that they can prove right now. In cash.
Let's see now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just everything loads, I can...
Well, I'm gonna head off, make some
money
food. See you guys later!
Yeah.
No, physical money.
Oh, it's physical money. Don't worry about that for the moment. I'll explain the rules of the game later. This is just to determine people's starting players.
Sorry.
As I say, I have the same expired as the gift card, so...
And I still have a piggy bank that's probably a few hundred full. I still have a drawer full of money.
What?
Alright, so we think Aegon is the richest player here at the moment, based on nonsense.
Oculus Quest 2, does that do anything?
I have a MacBook. Does that count?
I have an Xbox.
Right next to me.
We're not counting net worth.
I have a credit card. What does that count? A debit card? Does that count?
I have a house. Does that do anything?
I also have a house.
I have a house
I
as
own
well.
this house.
Yeah.
I own this house. Though.
Okay.
I think for ease of comparative, we're just going to give Aegon the starting sheriff. So, what we are trying to do in this game is we are trying to get as much money as possible via giving goods to whoever the sheriff is on a given round. We give them in a hidden bag and declare what they are. You can declare any type of the green goods, which is apples, cheeses, breads, and chickens. There is also, as you may or may not have in your hand, red cards. These are contraband. If Aegon opens our bag and discovers them, we suffer a penalty equal to the number in the bottom right corner. We have to pay the sheriff that much. And also, we don't get this through. Obviously, the red goods are more valuable, but riskier. To facilitate getting a decent hand of cards, there is a sort of discard draft that we do first. There are 2 discard piles in the middle here. And what happens is, at the start of each round, Dylan going first, Dylan can discard as many number of cards as he wants from his hand and then pick them up from the discard piles or the middle of the deck. However, just because of the way Tabletop Simulator works, if you go right-click search, the cards are in reverse numerical order. So Dylan has bread, mead, apples is the order on the pile on this side, and at the moment, silk, cheese, chicken, silk, pepper is the order on the right pile. So Dylan can discard 3 cards and pick up 3 bread here.
Yes.
Which honestly seems like a reasonable move to just do.
Does it?
I mean, if you wanted to sneak out contraband, and you can then just hand a big pile of bread through. There are victory points. There are bonus coins as well for having the most of any of the legal goods through the system as well. But we'll get to that in more detailed scoring in a bit.
Discard upside down. Discard face up, I guess.
Discard face down, and then you sort them into the piles as you want afterwards. So you're discarding 2. You pick up from wherever you want.
Okay, also 2 bread.
Yep, and then you put the discards wherever you want, which means you can try and bury some of the good cards.
Oh, do they go... So I can put them anywhere in the pile?
No, you put them on top, but you obviously choose which pile you put them on.
Okay.
If you're searching, it doesn't allow you to do that. So you didn't want to cover the other discard pile so that nobody can take 1 bread easily.
Because they can only
Otherwise, Zelly will probably take that bread.
They can take as many cards as they're discarding.
Yeah. So now if Zelly takes the bread, he has to discard 2 cards and also take some mead, which means we know some of the contraband.
You can also draw from the middle, but you don't know what...
But obviously that's random. So, yeah.
Oh, it's muted. Is it my turn or is it Dylan?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. I will discard.
So, if the contraband makes the bag more valuable, if we do put it in, what stops him from?
Now that's basically this is where the game comes into its own a little bit. So Aegon, we basically tell Aegon what we're claiming is in the bag, but Aegon obviously has to take that under risk. If it's exactly what it says it is, he pays the penalty on the card.
They have told me there's 5 cheese in the bag, and there was 5 cheese in the bag.
Which meant Aegon had to pay 10 because it was a legitimate search. So that's Aegon's risk, obviously. And obviously our reward.
I will discard 2.
Yep.
Into there, and I will draw. Sorry, I'm searching. That's why that didn't
that's
work.
fine.
I will draw 2 from the middle.
So,
Why are, why are
Sorry,
chickens
that was
the
not
most
the-
valuable card, but they add the least for...
because there's less of them. That's entirely it.
Ah.
So chickens are rarer. So somebody claiming 5 chickens, for example, either had a really good hand or they are really bluffing. So I will discard 2, and I think because of the way the current deck is set up, I'm probably going to take them just from the pile. I can get 1 cheese, I guess, but no, I'm just going to take 2 randoms. Okay. I have got pepper and pepper, so pepper and pepper. So
Damn illegal pepper.
I'm further burying the useful cards. So,
We're gonna have to build a new useful deck.
indeed.
Yes.
So, you place your discards face down to start with, and then take what you want, and then just choose where you want those piles to go.
Yeah.
Because sooner or later, somebody will go for a full hand of cheeses just so they can absolutely have a cheek of saying 6 cheese. At which point, nobody's checking that bag.
Not the whole thing, huh? How do I take just the top?
It's right. Basically, click and drag. Just one quick click, quick drag.
Slow click and slow drag is the whole
Okay.
panel.
Yeah, there you go.
Oops.
So you actually took the contraband, and
Another contract.
No. You know, I like living dangerously.
so you are deliberately taking 2 contraband.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, and then you can put them on the discard
Fine.
piles where you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How strange.
I mean, this is a unique way of playing it. Aegon's got some questions to ask you, though.
I did this exact thing last time, and no one noticed because we were all too busy with something else.
Yeah.
I'll just.
And I wanted to do some advanced play, and no one even noticed.
No, I didn't spot you doing it. Okay, so now, face down, put as many cards as you want into your merchant bag, and then hand Aegon the merchant bag. You may also, for whatever purpose you want to do it for, put some money alongside that bag for him to not look at it.
Remember, there can only be one type of... You can only claim to have one type of thing in the bag.
Yeah, that caught me last time. So you can only claim to be giving like 3 chickens. You can't say 3 chickens and 1 apple. Only 3.
And probably don't say I'm carrying contraband.
I think you probably can technically.
You could technically declare contraband, but you know, I wonder if he's lying. But either way, you'd pay a penalty on it, even if you had all legitimate goods.
You can use your hidden area as well. You want to be safe with it.
So what's the point of like putting money in there to bribe the sheriff as
Oh,
Oh,
well?
you don't
in
put
the
the money
bag.
in it.
You
You
put it
put the
in
money
the bag.
beside it. So, for example, Aegon, this is just to facilitate things so that you don't feel guilty about conning an honest merchant. That's the sort of move I would make. That being said, I don't want to do that move, so...
Oh, come on!
Oh, all right, fine. If it means you won't search the bag, you can have it. Look, I mean, I get more money from you if you search it, so it's fine for me.
Aegon can also propose like an amount or a deal or anything as well.
You are also allowed to offer goods that are in the bag, apparently, as part of the bribe. You may also offer money to get him to open somebody else's bag. So I am offering, as I say, 3 cheeses.
Okay.
Dylan?
I'm offering 4 bread.
Okay.
Wait, what? Where's my?
You
Did
only
you
have
put
1
it
good
back
in there,
in?
so where'd you put the others?
Oh,
did
they
you put it? Was the they might all stacked up.
I
Yeah,
am
yeah.
offering
yeah.
1 bread.
Oh, 1 bread. Okay.
Oh, that's not what I just picked up. That's fine.
I am offering 3 chickens.
Okay. I think I'll let this one go because...
Okay, you don't open until
Yeah.
this is entirely done, because they can. But he's given you the bag back. That means he can't change his mind anymore.
Yeah. What did you say was in the
I
zealot?
said 3 chickens in that exact accent.
3 chickens.
Yeah, chickens. I
So
can
no,
say to my,
so no chickens.
no, I can say to my Scouse accent if you want. 3 chickens.
Oh dear. What did you say it was in this
3
shadow?
cheeses, and you conned me into giving you 1 coin as I was explaining how that process works.
Oh yeah. I think I have it back. What did you have?
If Egan would have searched it, then Shadow would have got his coin back because he didn't accept the bribe.
What do you have, Dylan?
4 breads.
Uh-oh. 4 breads.
Who picked up
You
all
know
the
what?
bread? It was Dylan, definitely Dylan.
It was me.
He only picked up
yeah.
2 though. He could have picked up 3.
When I
I think it's important to note, Egan, he could have picked up 3. He didn't.
Yeah.
So why didn't he pick up 3?
Good question.
When I took these contraband, I think I was just under the assumption that having both brains and reds would be good.
Zoe?
Sure.
Think of doing something?
No, I'm fine.
I mean, it's fine. It's just obviously if you're only going to put 1 through, then Egan's probably going to accept it and you just win on contraband.
You know what? I'm searching both of these.
Final decision. Once he removes it from the bag, it's determined. Until he does that, you can still make your arrangements.
Yeah, I'll pay you a little bit to not search.
How much?
How much would you want?
You make the offer and I'll tell you if it's...
Okay, I'll give you 3.
Oh. Okay, I'll let
I'd
this
say
one
that
pass
made it
me.
seem more dodgy. But okay.
1?
Doesn't matter if it was dodgy or not.
1. Or you know, I'm a softie.
You are a softie.
are.
What's happened to you? I could have gone way harder on this. Okay, so put all the things into the hidden area.
Money.
Just because.
He owns a empty
Indeed. So put empty your bag into the hidden area, and any contraband that you've snuck through, put face down in front of the contraband part of the card. Everything else put where it says on the card. So, for example, there's 2 cheeses and oh, Leah, something that isn't cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And so if it is what I said, where do I put it again?
You put it in the relevant category. So basically, you see your card is sort of divided. So bread, chicken, cheese,
Contraband.
apples. The card should snap into that location.
I accidentally.
Free bread. Okay.
Yeah, so the bread will snap into position there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that was 3 chickens. That was bread and a thingy. That was 2 cheeses and a thingy, and this was 1 bread. Okay.
Okay. So
Should
now
have won the contraband immediately, damn it.
it's fine. All right, so that's Agen's first merchant turn over. So merchant passes to Dylan. We now draw up to 6 cards. If we have less than that,
I draw 2.
yeah, you draw 2.
4.
You just don't get to do any drafting this round. Okay. Zelios is the first player to do any discard drafting.
I will discard 1, and I'll pick up the apples.
Yeah, so he's picked up. There are multiple apples there.
Are we allowed to see the order of the piles? By
Yeah.
If you right click and search, they're in reverse order. So the highest number is what's on top, and then it goes descending.
I'll discard another card. Pick up the apple. So those are a bread and a chicken, and I mean I can't really hide any of them, so. What just happened?
I think you've shuffled the pile in a weird sort of way.
I didn't shuffle them, but
you
they
just
went,
put the
they went
chicken
on the
on the
bottom.
The chicken is on the bottom,
yeah.
so we have to search for chicken. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
got it, I got it.
You can search and find the chicken, so you can pull it out from that.
Wait, it wasn't apples. Where did the other one go?
Who's taking apples?
Weird.
I thought somebody just randomly took an apple, but okay.
No, but
fine. Can we stop messing the order of the cards up now?
Please, chickens on the yeah, there, like that.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Okay.
fine. So now bread is on top. Got it. Fine. Absolutely fine.
That's how you make a sandwich.
Indeed, that is entirely how you make a sandwich.
A live chicken between 2
Right. I am going to discard 1, and I'm going to take the bread that's on top. Once I can't take the card while somebody's searching it.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry, that's my.
And then I'm going to put a cheese on top.
Hey, cheese.
So now you can discard any number of cards from your hand and pick up from the deck. So current order on this pile, which seems to be a good one, is cheese, chicken, cheese. So
It's a good
How
plan.
how many can we discard?
You can discard your whole hand if you want to.
And you pick up a number of cards equal to the ones you've discarded.
Yep, you can either take from either pile or the center.
Middle.
I shall do 2.
Yep, so you take
And
the
oh my god,
cheese.
that's not...
Yep. So 1 cheese into your hand, and
1 chicken.
okay, and then you put these onto the discard
Chicken.
piles.
Yep. Okay.
So you can.
I'm just gonna.
I'd
make that
be
pile.
burying the cheese because you don't want to give Aegon useful cheese.
I would put both of them on this.
At least make him pick up contraband if he's going to try things.
Because this
That's-
one's
this
got
is-
like a gold mine underneath it. So.
That's- Okay. Okay.
Don't try to
dig
cheat
through
Zelios,
this.
or was it Dylan? It was everybody in the end. Okay, so everybody's now. Oh, Aegon's
Oh,
still got
no.
it. Sorry. So
There we go.
Aegon will discard 3
Oh.
cards,
3.
and we'll draw.
Hold on.
When do we get paid? It's the end
Yeah,
of the game.
at the end of the game.
You get paid in sort of phases as the game goes on by other players. You have 50 gold in start of you in coins to start with. So
Okay, I'll draw from the middle.
Oh, that's what I didn't add last time. I didn't add this money.
yeah, your
when I
actual
did
money.
That's why I was like 50 off what
Oh, hold on.
What
whoever
Rise
the other
said.
guy was. Yeah, what Rise recorrected.
Okay, Dylan does not do the draft because he's currently the sheriff. So now it's in market phase again. Where's my bag actually? Oh, there it is.
Heck are you trying to pull, Sally?
So if he calls on something and decides
There you
to
go.
if he
Open the
decides
bag.
to search it and he it has what I said.
Then
Does
he
he
basically
pay
pays
penalties?
any penalties on it. You get to keep any of the legitimate goods that you declared. So if you say have 2 cheeses and contraband, you get to keep the 2 cheeses, but you pay the penalty on the contraband.
Okay. So,
All right, I have 3 bread here, Dylan.
Okay. What other people have?
I have 5 apples, Dylan.
I have
That's
3
clear.
apples.
5
yeah.
apples is suspicious.
I have
No,
free
it's not.
cheese. Free cheese.
Do you know what's suspicious, Shadow? 5 cheese. 5 apples? That's fine. That's normal.
Actually, in fairness, I did get Aegon with that exact play, so...
What about free cheese? Is that normal?
I mean, if that's what you picked out.
That's reasonable.
We did see you pick up cheese.
Yeah.
Saying
wait.
is that reasonable is less reasonable though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many bags can I search?
You can search all 4 bags if you want to. Once you pull the cards from the bag, though, that's
What do you-
confirmed. Until then,
It's
What do you-
just
what do
if
you
there's
think
no
about
if
this
there's no undeclared goods in the bag, then you pay us.
Yeah.
You can also like say to someone, "I'm going to search your bag unless you bribe me."
I'm gonna search these 2. So I'm gonna search Solar's and Sully's bag.
Dylan. Let me tell you a story about the time when someone declared 5 goods, 5 cheeses,
tell him to drop
and he
silver.
searched the bag, Dylan, and he thought that was, was fine. And then he paid a penalty on all 5 of them. Do you really want to take that risk, though?
Yeah, I think I'm alright.
God fucking.
Well, he hasn't done it yet. But,
You're fine for now, I think, Shadow and Aegon.
okay.
Wait, Aegon, so you said free fruit, right?
Yeah.
3 apples.
Close.
I would say apples
that.
is the most common thing in the deck.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Aegon's postulating there's 8 apples on the table right now.
Yeah, plus apples in my own hand.
There was an apple glut. I mean, clearly it's a good play.
I mean, it's... Alright, I don't want to get everything wrong. Aegon, you have that back. So currently I'm interested in these 2.
I mean, nobody's offering you any money, which
Aw.
is telling, I think.
I didn't. Oh,
I think the
Half
amount of
money.
money I'd need to give
Oh.
him is just too high.
didn't know I could give money.
You can. No,
Yeah, you
this
can
is
bribe me if you
bribery.
want me to not search your bag.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I think.
Okay.
How much
Alright.
do you want?
This is the eternal conundrum here.
For me not to search your bag.
Yeah.
Give me 6.
It might penalise him more for 6,
Just
but
search it. Oh, just search it.
he's opened it. So apple, 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 apple. Dylan, you have to pay in 10 in that. Cheese. You also have to pay 6 to Solar.
So
Yay!
I get 6.
Yay!
Right, meanwhile,
That
I
sounds
suppose me and
suspicious,
Agan
though.
should reveal how
You
our
always
thing
sound
works.
suspicious. It's your accent.
We're good at stealing.
So, I have some bread. I have some bread. And I have
So do I
some
just put this-
thing that is not
I
bread.
just look this.
Yep, so that gets piled up in your cheese pile.
It's not.
Yeah, whoever gets the most of a resource gets whatever the top number is here, and second place gets that many coins at the end of the game. So having the most cheese is important, for example. So what did Agan do? Apples, and did you have the thing that is also apples? No, he had a thing that was not apples. So you got that exactly the wrong way around, Dylan.
God damn it.
Alright, so...
Sorry, Dylan.
So,
Oh yeah, draw.
I was suspicious about the apples from Agan, but then it made me instead just suspect Zelly more. Rather than me suspect Agan, which I should have done.
okay, I am the first one, so I am going to
Oh, hold on, I
discard...
drew too many.
Alright,
Can
I
I
would...
put this one at
Yeah,
the
put it on
bottom?
top and I'll shuffle the deck.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Just shuffle.
take any.
Yep, draw your free.
Right.
Alright, so I'm going
Shadow.
first. I'm going to discard 1 card, and I'm going to draw from the middle.
Roger.
And I'm going to put a bread there because I'm a nice person.
You're a nice guy. I like that. Alright, Rise. You're up.
Rise, Solar.
Yeah.
His name says
Oh,
Rise
it's-
right there.
Oh,
so,
okay.
You know.
Oh yeah, the thingy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. Like my Steam using him. differently.
Unless that's the Welsh pronunciation, which I don't know. Quite a few goods on the board here.
Yeah, there's a few options here. And you can take the bread cheese, but obviously they don't match at the moment, so 1 bread. And then you can take 1 from the supply if you've got a lot of bread in your hand and you want to try and gamble getting another one. Or you can take the cheese for later rounds.
Okay. Okay, fine. This is going to be.
You'll get used to it eventually.
Yeah.
It just takes a little bit of working out.
You ready for the most useless decision ever?
I was about to say, didn't you put a cheese?
I took a cheese.
That cheese is going off. I wouldn't take that cheese. There you go.
Yeah, it smelled funny, so I got it.
There you go.
Agan, yep.
What did you do? Can you remind me what you did, Rice? Well, Solar.
He picked up a bread and a cheese, discarded the cheese and a pepper.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Agan grabbed 2 random.
Trying to
Oh,
confuse people with my wackiness.
No, all right. What are the cheese numbers at the moment? I've got 2. Reese's 3. I think I should have gone for a cheese farming plan here.
What did you-
Clearly.
What did you draw from, Agan? The middle?
Middle.
Yeah. Alright,
Dylan, do you just want cheese? Because
yeah,
you can
I do
just
quite want
place
some
your
Can you
hand.
cheese.
also pick from the middle during that?
Yes,
as well?
you're allowed to take from the middle.
Oh, okay.
Dylan, I'll pay you 1 coin to draw from the middle exclusively.
Even better than replacing cheese with cheese.
No thanks.
And,
I don't know why that's benefit to you, Zelly. You're the last person to get
I know. I
things in the
was
next
only
draft.
kidding.
I'd say this verbal contract. I'd just taking him up on it.
It's free cheese out right now, right?
Yeah, there are actually. So,
Discard 3.
I may as well trade up. So.
yeah, fine.
Hey.
I mean, to be fair, it's fighting off the cheese fight at the moment, which is currently apples.
Nice.
I think I may as well
Hey,
trade
put your
cheese is
stuff
worth
in your
more than
bags
apples.
And let me know when you're done.
There we go. Oh,
What are you
sorry.
declaring, Egan?
Free bread.
Free bread. Okay.
I am declaring 4 bread. What I put in it.
I remember a story about a trader who said he had 5 apples. I have 5 apples.
The famous parable about the
I've
trader.
accidentally stacked mine up.
Is it a bluff or a double bluff? That's the thing.
I'm searching shadows.
Is he lying?
You don't want to search me. Come on. Come on. You don't want to search me.
Do you want to convince me to not search you? Sorry.
You
Who's
took
this?
it out of
Who
it.
is this?
That's mine.
This is
And you're 4 apples, right?
No,
No, you're 4 bread.
Yeah.
Hagen, you're 3 apples, right?
3 bread.
The goodies.
free
I mean, didn't you
cheese.
see? I took a bread from the.
I'm looking to. I was trying to catch you up. And that's 3 cheese. I know you have 3 cheese, but that would be the perfect opportunity to hide some contraband since everyone knows.
It would be the perfect opportunity to take 6 coins from you.
You did rob me a bunch of coins, so I kind of want them back.
Yeah, so revenge. You're getting free contraband through the system.
Why don't you just search everybody?
I am considering it.
You don't want to search me, Zelly. How much do I have to give you to not do it?
4.
No, it's not worth it. You search the bag.
3?
I mean, I'm barely breaking even if I go for free.
He's trying to convince me to search him, but he could also be double bluffing me because he knows I'm looking out for that. Fine, I'll do it for 2.
You'll do it for 2.
Yeah, I'll search your bag for 2.
I'll search my bag for 2. Done.
Yeah.
Deal. Search it. Nope, you agreed. Verbal contract. Deal. Search it.
You know what? Alright.
Alright, if you want to genuinely not, that's fine. I don't mind taking this back.
I don't know. I'm gonna let you go. I'm
Okay.
very annoyed. I'm very annoyed. We've done a good job at making me suspicious. But I'm gonna search every other person.
Yeah, I didn't want to trick you up on a verbal thing because you clearly didn't mean that, but that was quite funny.
How about 1 to not search it?
Give me 2 and I won't search it.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you very much, sir.
Pay you for one of my cheeses so you not to search it.
You give me a cheese to not search it.
So basically, if
What?
the bag contains cheese
Use the
afterwards, he
value
has
of
to
the
give you one of
cheese.
those.
Wait, the value of the cheese? Pardon? What?
I was gonna pay you free not to search it because cheeses were free.
Oh yeah, but you can also give me a cheese. That's what I thought you were saying by that.
Oh right, I could do that.
You're
actually,
allowed,
if you'd
you're allowed to
prefer.
offer goods from in the bag. Obviously,
Yeah,
this,
I'll do that. I'll do that. Don't-
obviously, if the bag doesn't have any cheese, though, you get away for nothing.
It would be very unlikely that it doesn't.
I think it's free contraband. I've got to be
Solar,
honest.
I'm searching you. Do you want to offer anything?
No, I'm good.
Do I want to search?
I don't know. Maybe
He hasn't put any contraband through yet.
You know he's got some.
what? I know he's got a lot. And he.
He has been discarding. Who knows?
just
The
got-
double bluff and the plans.
Yeah, you're getting searched. I just need to
Oh,
check. Yeah. Wait.
fuck.
Did I give everyone else back? Yeah, I did. Okay, so Dylan. Shadow, you reveal.
Okay, I have 5 apples.
Okay, thank God.
That's why I was going to trap you on that, but it feels unfair to trap you on the 2 to search the bag thing. So
I would have done it. That would have been. If you would have forced it, I'd have done it because that'd have been funny.
no, I feel that's against the spirit of the game. But you did say that.
Solar said
4 bread.
4 bread. So
1
Yeah.
bread, 2 bread, 3 bread, 4 bread.
I owe you 8.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. I had to check. I thought he was going to do a contraband this round since he hasn't done it. You can take all your bread back.
Oh.
There's your cheese, Ellie.
My cheese, thank you very much. Oh, see, I knew he was doing that play because everyone knew he had so much cheese. And now you can.
I'm
pay.
not very good at bluffing, but
Okay.
it worked, I guess.
Well, you don't have to bluff in this game. You
No,
can
no,
buy.
you don't. You can try and play legit.
Yeah.
You can try and play it legit and bribe.
Okay, if that's all done, yep. Draw up to 6. Okay. So, I believe that we've not had enough contraband go through the system at this point. So I'm going to put a table offer here. If you give me 8 coins, I will not search your bag under any circumstances, no matter what you say is in there.
Even if we
I'm
say
done it.
6 cards.
Yep, if you say 6 cards, give me 8 coins, I will let it go.
Doing it.
I think you might want to discard.
Well, you started it. You
find-
may yourself discard, and I might retract the offer later, depending on how that goes. But that's my current thinking offer. I'm just seeing how it is received. But it's nice to know that's going and what you're planning to do. But we'll wait until discards have happened, so that thing. So Reese, you go first on the discards.
Wait, what the hell?
Wait, they're not contraband.
I would say this though: if you provably have contraband based on the number of cards you have versus the number of cards I see you pick up, that's the exception to the rule.
If you
not
discard
letting
green
get
to
away
go
So, for
red.
example, if I
Not
see you pick up
letting
2
you get away.
contraband and you hand me a bag of 5, then the deal's off. Because I know at that point you provably have contraband.
So you can pick random, but you can't pick from these.
Well, if you pick those, I know, and therefore you can't put a full bag of 6. That's what I'm saying. As long as it's mathematically possible that you have no contraband in there, 8 will get it through.
I think he offered us that last time, but for a lot less. So
No, I offered it for 10
No,
last time and nobody
last
took
time
it.
was 10.
I did it 10 last time and nobody took it.
well, that's because you were also going to search 6 then. I was like, it's not worth it.
So, Reese, which ones are you discarding, if any?
I don't. I will get rid of.
Oh, don't show
I
it.
should. Yeah, I didn't. What do you mean?
That's fine.
I don't think it's not actually that important to be honest.
It's just to make sure.
Get rid of.
Yep.
2, and I'm gonna test my luck. You know what? I can't be asked. Oh, now it works. Okay.
It's got to be quick.
Again.
Quick drag.
Yeah.
Aegon.
Okay.
We lost Holland though. I only just noticed.
left after-
fair play. He was annoyed with his misplace, and which I get. That
Yeah, sorry for ending the game so quickly.
yeah, it's fine. That's, I said the game can be over on turn 1 if somebody goes really
No,
aggressive.
fine. That's fine.
All right, Duns. Did you take 2 randomly from the pile, Aegon? Just a question mark.
Yes.
Yep, that's fine.
Wait, no, we didn't, because there was bread and cheese here.
Right.
you
Yes, but I
discarded
discarded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just confirming where he picked up from.
I'm with you. How did you do
Alright.
that, Dylan? Where you picked up 2 from your hand? Oh, right click. Got it.
It looked like you were trying to take cards from my hand.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 from the pile, I guess.
Flip.
Oh yeah. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna discard 3.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pick from the middle 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was kind of fucking useless.
It was just spiraling on contraband.
This
I
is
picked
what I
from the
want.
middle.
This is
Pick
what I
from the
wanted.
If they get if you search a bag and it has legit goods in it, you pay the penalty. But
I pay
do
the penalty
they?
to see that player. They get to
Yeah,
keep
do-
any of
we
its player
keep the
goods that are
goods?
correct. They get to keep. Yeah, even if I
Alright.
search the bag.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Oh yeah. I'll just give this money to you then. I have here.
So I notice Aegon's giving me a bag of 6 and 8 coins. I suppose nobody wants to offer me 9 to actually open his bag now,
Oh.
which I would count as a superior offer.
I'll do that. I'll do that if you half the money
Come
that you
on.
win for with
with me.
No, no, we're not making that deal.
You're not? I'm just offering it to other people. I mean, if you want to offer me more so it's harder for them to do it, that's fine as well.
I'll give you 9 if I get half of the profits.
Aegon's giving me 10 now, so I think that's giving your bag back to him now.
50. Yes.
If you give me 15, that bag is being opened right now.
All right, guys, let's pool our money.
Everyone want to put 5 in each?
Yeah.
What are you declaring here? Just 2?
Oh, 2, yeah.
You probably want to put more. I'm just being helpful here. You probably want to put more in the bag if you're going to do that, because almost certainly you're not going to get that money back.
Good point.
But, so, Aegon has given me 10 to not search this bag.
Yes.
I saw that.
What are you actually declaring, though, Aegon? Actually counter that.
Okay.
I don't think he's. I think he's declaring.
6 cheese.
6 cheese. Okay, fine. I just need to know what you're actually declaring.
That's preposterous. I have 5 cheese in my bag.
Do you?
I find that preposterous.
And how
You saw
much
he grabbed
money are
all
you
the
going to
cheese
give me
last
to
round.
approve 5 cheese, you say?
Sorry, what?
How much money are you going to give me to approve 5 cheeses?
Why would I give you any money? It's 5 cheese.
Oh. Wait a
Zelly,
minute.
what are you declaring?
I am declaring 3 cheese. I'm not giving you 10.
So I have 6 cheese, 5 cheese, 3 cheese, and what did we say?
I want to cure the bread famines if there aren't any, and that's 4 bread.
I think for a donation of 8, that is a more than fair deal. So I will let you go home. The bread famine must be solved.
Yes.
You said the amount of cheese as if it's preposterous as that many. This man gave you 10 not to search his bag, so I'm not sure there's 6
Exactly.
cheese in here.
He has given me
We
enough.
had
He
a
has-
deal at the start.
Absolutely. And to be fair, I think that's fair. I'm perfectly happy to take the 10. 8, you may go away. That is fine. Everything is good. But the thing is, now I can afford to open Dylan's bag on a whim because I have the money to cover it. So I have no objections to opening this bag if Dylan doesn't give me something to stop it now.
That's my money. That's my money.
That's a great offer. I'll give you this 20 that I found.
So
That's not for you.
the
Wait, where's the bag?
contraband goes upside down on top, right?
Yeah, contraband goes up, face down, up, on there. Yeah, if you put it, open the bag in the hidden area, it's easier to just sort of sort this out.
Why is there 2 coins here?
Is that what Dylan's offering me?
Was that your money or was that mine?
I don't think it was my money.
It's on your part of the table. We're going to assume it's yours until you know.
Yeah,
If you
I
win by
didn't
2,
offer-
we'll
I
say it
haven't- I
wasn't.
haven't offered any bribes that haven't been taken.
Mm.
I don't know why it's there though. That's confusing.
No, I don't think it's worth me bribing you anything.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
That's a double bluff.
It is clearly double bluff, and I can afford to go for it as well. But we'll see. Sally?
I would have loved to have given you 10, but I don't even own a single piece of contraband, so.
I don't believe that in
I'm
the
not-
slightest.
I'm not,
But you know
that's
what?
fine.
I can
That's fine.
I can afford to take the hit at this point because I'm going to get all my money from Dylan's in a moment.
True. Wait, so you're giving me it?
Maybe.
The way that what you just said did not sound like you were giving me it.
I haven't yet. I've still got the
He's
bag.
asking probing questions.
I'm asking probing questions and trying to use you as an example to Dylan's as to what happens to people that try to smuggle contraband
I
through.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, I'm very intimidated right now, Shadow. Please don't. do that.
Indeed you are. Indeed you are. Well,
I charge 1 coin for the acting fee.
oh, did you? All right, perfect. Off you go then.
Probably have misunderstood a rule or I'm about to pay for it, but we'll find out.
Oh, possibly, because I am definitely opening your bag right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let's find out what Dylan is trying to get through.
Oh.
Also, I didn't open the bag at this point, so cheese.
Cheese.
Oh.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Crossbow. Dylan,
That
you
is
pay
a
me 4.
cheese. That's a cross.
I pay you 4,
You pay the red in the bottom, yeah.
but you pay me 6. No,
No.
6.
No,
No,
there was
because
contraband
there
in the
was
bag. I was
contraband.
correct to search your bag.
Okay.
If there is a single piece of contraband in
I
the
was
bag,
correct. If there's a
that's a
single
valid
piece,
search.
that means it's a valid search. Therefore, I just
Right.
there's your change.
Give me one. That's 5. I'll keep my.
You do,
4
however,
shoes.
keep your cheeses because they were legitimate goods. But that was a very good round for me. I don't know how many contraband did you two get through.
Did Shadow give you one?
I'm the
Shadow, he gave you 5.
I know
Shadow,
saying
he
it now
gave
is a
you 5.
pile of 5 contraband.
Shadow, he gave you 5. Did you give him 1?
Yeah.
You'll also notice I might have forgotten which good I had in the bag.
I don't want to deal with Blast and Double Blast, so I'm just going to do the same.
I
What,
had
you're
no
gonna say
contraband.
8 for just the bag?
I had no contraband,
Yeah.
but I did lie.
Well, before we do that,
Need to draw, so I don't know.
draw up to 6.
Yeah.
2, 3.
I wasn't lying to you, Shadow. I didn't have any contraband, but I did put an undeclared good in there.
That's fair.
Put stuff in my bag and clear it.
I also have the green bag over here. Sorry. There you go.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Okay,
I'm the first one that discards, right?
you are the first player to discard.
But I'm gonna get mine ready, just so I'm a bit faster. Do I care about that? Not just yet. To be honest. No, that's wrong. What am I doing?
I'm gonna draw this, this, and this. I'm gonna put down this, put down this, put down
How
this.
does it have so much contraband?
I just drew a full hand.
He did. He played 6. Alright, Dylan's.
Okay, I'm gonna put down 2. I'm gonna draw 2 from the pile.
Yep.
I'm a search.
Alright,
Sorry, Dylan.
and they go on there.
Oh, I'm gonna discard 2. I'm gonna pick up 2.
I'm going to discard,
Oh, they fell off the table. No, they didn't.
and I'm going to draw 2.
Why won't it let me put them in my hand?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
They in a pile. Yeah. How many rounds is this, by the way?
Until everybody's been sheriff twice officially.
So one more around the table.
Oh, why you gotta do that?
25 minutes left.
There's your 8.
Yeah.
We did finish last time by.
Yeah, we
Quickly.
can save and come back to this if we need to, but
We're likely to finish quite quickly, honestly. It's 20. It's
Now that
another.
everyone gets the rules, yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, who's the sheriff? It is
Me.
yes, and I have,
Please.
paid the offer of 8 for my bag.
That's fine. What's in it though? I have to ask.
Oh yeah, cheese.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you can take that.
Okay, that's fine. You're happy for me to take it back.
I am passing 3 chickens.
3 apples.
5 apples.
We know the fable of the 5 apple thief. It can't be 3 in a row.
So wait, so 5 apples. What's 3? What's
3 apples.
apples.
3 apples and
3 chickens.
3 chickens.
And Shadow is still building his.
No, he's already approved mine. I paid him 8.
Yeah, I approved it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
one thing.
I'll give you 2. I'll let it go through.
I thought there were 5 apples. Tell the truth, right?
One of his children. The boy who cried wolf. I think
That's
he
a
said.
weird question to ask. It's 5 apples, mind you.
Like you said, it was 5 apples. Where are you giving me money? 5 apples is common enough. No, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'll take 2. No, the offer's off the table. You were very rude. You were very rude.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to deal with a sheriff like this.
I'd open the bag out of spite now, although admittedly it would go bad for you.
It probably will.
But I would be tempted to open it out of
Let me
spite.
tell you a story about a man called Dylan's.
Listen, I want to just make sure that the
We,
younger
we,
generation-
we all remember
What
that.
do
mo-
you want to make sure, though?
we all remember that moment on the Sermon on the Mount where Jesus.
5 apples from a seller.
Yeah, I'll search it. Like, doing that.
Okay,
I'll
so
just put that there. So 3 chickens.
3 chickens.
Are you sure it's 3 chickens?
there haven't been that many chickens in the game. at
I'm
this
mostly
point.
confident that it's 3 chickens.
One of them could have mutated into a
One of
cheese.
them's a rooster. What is it? What one's a
Pay
rooster?
you 1 to search him.
You can do that. You can offer bribes to search other people's bags.
No. No, I refuse.
You refuse? Okay, so you're not searching me then.
Nah, I think you're.
3
like
apples.
chickens.
I'll offer you 2 to search him.
Who, Dylan or me?
He was saying I was legit,
Dylan.
Eli. He was saying I'm legit.
So,
It's not on your side of the table.
Three-
just
three,
yet.
3 apples. Not
Yes.
3 cheeses, no.
3 apples. Would one speed the coin speed this along?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you wait? Are you taking the bribe to search
Yeah.
him?
No.
Okay.
No, I just took the money. I'm doing.
I mean, to be fair, I gave you 8. You could have taken a risk somewhere.
Yeah, I have with the 5 apple tail.
Okay, let's open up and see if the 5 apple tail holds true.
Search. Oh fuck.
1.
Fast,
I
fast,
can do
fast.
this if you want.
2.
Okay, yeah, you.
3.
Oh!
4. 5.
Let's go!
3 and 10.
2 in a row, baby!
You need to pay Zelly 10.
Apples.
1.
How much do I give?
Yep, 10.
You owe me 10.
Which I've just done.
Okay, he's.
The
Alright.
man has the cleanest apples on the market.
He does. Yeah, let's just ignore what I'm doing for a moment.
I'm gonna start drawing again.
Yeah, you draw to 6.
We already have 6.
Oh, you drew up to 7. Excellent.
Okay, so Aegon is sheriff for his second round then.
Yep.
Dylan's his first discard. Me and Aegon are the contraband kings.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you are.
I'm surprised how much I got through.
God, that's so much meat on that pile. Oh, and so much meat on that pile too. Heck.
It's
Oh,
drawing
well, I was
from
hired
Oh,
as sheriff. I don't have any qualifications.
Aegon, how do you feel about a 5 apple round again?
the... Let's see if you can do it. Bring it. You discarded 2.
Yep.
Cheese.
There's some items for people.
I'm helping Zelly out a bit.
Huh? Why are you helping me out? What am I
Well, I put a cheese and a bread down, so it's now your
How
discard.
many apples do you have?
Cheese. Do I care about cheese? I do. I don't give a fuck about bread. Hold on a second.
You need bread with the cheese to make sandwiches.
I discard. What the heck just happened?
I think it just flipped face up again somehow.
Yeah. No, that wasn't. No, I picked up 2 by accident.
Okay.
I discard 2.
You've got 5 cards in hand. Did you pick up the bread that you had here?
Yes,
Oh,
you
yeah.
did.
Yeah, I did. That's what happened. Fine. Bread.
Yeah, you did. You did have
That
one
was
bread.
so confusing. I discard. Wait. Still discard 2, but it's this one that I wanted to discard, which wasn't actually bread. And I don't really want to replace. If I pick up the cheese, the only problem is I'd only be able to put down 1 cheese this round. So I'm going to pick 2 from the middle.
Oh, it's Aegon. You can get 4 cheeses
Oh,
through
oh.
picking up only 1.
1, 2. And this is a bread. This is apple. So I'm going to do it this way. That's me.
Okay.
Shadow?
I'm going to discard 2. And I'm going to take this apple, and I'm going to take one from here.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a contraband on each of these piles.
That is very rude.
I know,
Do that.
but it's fine. You can still get one of whatever you want. And hey, you can get contraband through Aegon. It's all good. He's the contraband king, after all.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, and such. Such this one. What if I told you I don't want the breads underneath both of them? So
You can draw from the middle pile, so you don't have to. Yep, and then just put these on whatever pile you want.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. Okay, Aegon. 5 apples.
What are you doing?
I'm giving Aegon 5 apples. And telling him a lovely story about about the distrustful sheriff and the merchant and his 5 apples. And ignoring the amount of contraband I've gotten through thus far in this game already.
Wait, I didn't set that.
It's alright.
It's alright. It's fine.
Ooh. That's
I'm declaring 4 chickens, and
Hold on.
I'll give you an extra cool.
Okay, I need to. Yeah.
There you go. It's because of the auto snap on the areas next to the board.
I'm declaring 4 apples.
4 apples.
And putting some money
5
beside it as well.
apples.
Oh no, that was Zelly putting money beside it.
That is free cheese.
3 cheese. Okay. And you're declaring Zelly
4 chickens, I said.
With
4
5 money.
I know, but yeah, there's a little 5. I need you to be careful with my chickens. They're very, delicate. So that's a fee.
well.
Keep them, safe.
You declared Dylan's
Apples.
and Shadow declared apples.
Yep, 5 apples.
Honestly, I'm gonna take Zelly's offer.
Fair enough.
I'm the only one who was kind enough to give a donation to our beautiful, wonderful
I
charity.
might be giving a donation. I just want to see how Aegon responds to the fable first.
Let's see. This is free cheese.
Yeah, and I'll give you 2 to
2.
not give that a look.
2 cheese.
Yeah.
There we go.
Everyone's being so generous, so yeah, fine.
They are being generous,
There's
aren't they?
2 as well.
I mean, I gave Aegon a story. I mean, I don't know what you're doing for your money. That clearly just that screams illegitimate goods.
Like,
You know what? You know what? I've been bamboozled, slam damned, and everything by Apple merchants.
I don't think you have done. I think everyone else has been. Can I not offer you some more?
He's opening Dylan's bag first, importantly.
This is Dylan's.
Yeah.
I need to open Victoria too at the same time.
I see these as liquidated apples.
Absolutely.
Physical apples.
It's rolled out apples.
2 apples. Well, you can have the 2 actual apples.
And you pay
And
Aegon
pay
8.
me 8.
And then Aegon puts them on the discard pile as he
I
wants.
need change for a 20.
There we go. Change for 20.
Yeah, you put those on the discards as you want.
Am I? At the time, are we?
Oh no,
declaring
we still got. Aegon's still got to open his bag of 5 apples.
I've got to open this. Let's see. 1,
There's
Yep.
no way.
2,
No way.
3.
Cold shot. I only had 3 apples in my hand when I did that as well. I drew 2 apples off the top to make that happen. I didn't have enough.
Crazy.
I was gonna bluff it.
You believed in the heart and the
Right.
cards.
Right, I'll declare my goods. So let me see. There was a contraband. There was a chicken.
Good to hear.
There was also another chicken.
Good attack at being Chicken King then. Alright, so Sheriff Dillon's.
Yep.
I don't know where the sheriff has
It
gotten
was
to.
Shadow, wasn't it?
Aegon started
It
the
was
game,
Aegon.
actually.
Oh, I have 10 minutes left, so I'll probably have to pause it.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll do this round and then we'll save it.
We can go to the 6, it's fine.
Okay, Zelly, do you want to pick up your cards?
Oh, yes.
And would that be it for?
Yeah, once we've gone round twice, that's probably going to be it after that, in all honesty. At least for today.
I'm done.
Alright, so what discards, Zelly?
I will discard. Oh, this is big. This is big.
Where'd the sheriff thing
You know what?
It's probably in somebody's hidden area. There we go.
We're going for it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're just adding 4. And I'm searching. I'm going to draw 4 from the middle.
Alright, give me something useful. Give me something useful.
There is actually useful, because I'm going for something. We'll put 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, I'm going to discard 2 cards. And draw 2 cards. And I'm going to put 1 on each. Rice?
Hey, hang on, let me search again.
Yeah, both the files are getting a bit buried now. At least for useful stuff.
No. No. I'm gonna get rid of 2 and search. 2.
Draw 2, not search.
No, fine, I didn't say it. Fine.
It's
I'll
fine.
shuffle anyway.
Yeah, you can shuffle. Right click shuffle and right click draw. There you go. Done.
I did it again! Keep doing that.
There you go.
Okay, no, okay. Draw. I'm clicking draw. There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
Intelligent. That's it. Then. So is this apple racism I'm saying? The green apple's contraband. That's...
Oh, they're royal apples, so they're on the nobility. We as mere merchants aren't allowed them.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna discard 3. I gotta.
Although if you can get them through, they do count as 2 apples to the total at the end of the game.
This is gonna be apples.
You haven't learned from the fable, sir! You can't discard 2 apples like that. Dylan's. Actually, Dylan's is the thing, so... Okay, Dylan. 4 cheese. And because you're a bit cash poor at the moment, I'm only going to give you 1. Oh, didn't mean to go in the back.
What happens if I call all of you out and have to pay you all and I can't afford it?
I don't know. I don't know the game even has rules for bankruptcy.
Dylan. I
Uh-huh.
can guess what's in my bag, though.
Is it 5 apples?
Yeah, are you ready for this one?
5 apples, dude. It's 5 apples.
Well, this one.
I
4
took a
chickens.
risk, and it paid off.
4 chickens there. 4 chickens.
4 chickens.
Dylan, it'll go bad for you if you search my bag. Just take the 1 and let me go.
I mean,
I'm being as
animals.
nice as I can be here, but honestly, you don't want to search my bag right now.
These chickens are definitely not chickens, though.
Wait, did you give me mine back? I was
They're not
looking
even
away.
making noise.
I was looking.
give him back. I need to take him out of the bag. Animal cruelty.
2.
What are the chances, given how many apples are actually out here?
I mean, it's still possible.
It's possible. There's
Still.
48 in the game,
Ah.
but still.
48. And you saw me withdraw my whole hand to get it. But
Yeah, which means he would have had to get that randomly.
Yeah.
Oh, I only withdrew 3. I mean, I only discarded 3 and they weren't apples.
Yeah.
If you want to search me, that's fine. I'll give you
That-
one
that-
to not
Hold on.
search me.
I'm going to have a quick look through the discard pile here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 apples in the discard total.
Okay.
That's 10, 30.
Yeah, there's definitely 5. There's
Oh,
way
sorry.
more than
33.
5
So
left.
there's 15 apples left, and there's 45 cards in the deck. So
You gave me 1, Zelly, right?
no, I gave you 1 for my bag because I felt you were cash poor, and you
I'll
really...
give you 1 not to search it.
You gave me more than 1 not to search it.
Maybe I want you to search it. That's the thing.
You might want to search it.
I can't fight the apple merchant. I keep that 1 though. You said I could have that.
Yeah.
Again, what did you have again? Cheese. It was so good.
He doesn't even know.
It's free bread. It's free bread. It's free.
Is that what he said the first time though?
I don't know about that one.
Okay, fine, Shadow.
Yep. You made a wise decision. You can't lose money if you don't search the bags.
Again.
1.
He has he? But tactic.
6.
Alright. Chicken.
Chicken
Holy
winner
shit.
8.
Well, saving them up because I wanted it to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you need to give them 2 change.
I need 4 back.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah, and there is your pile of chickens.
Yay.
There's your bag.
Thank you.
Okay. I declared 4 cheeses, and that's exactly what's in mine.
Where's my bag? Here's my bag.
Yeah, he's gone secretive. You could have opened it, but he banked on you not doing it.
Apples.
I genuinely couldn't
Apple.
remember what I put in the bag there.
Oh.
Not apples.
Oh, he didn't do
Not
it.
apples.
Oh.
And bread.
You bet that green apples, so you take.
You'd have got at least 10 for searching that bag, unfortunately.
I was playing off the fear of apples. Apples is dead. now.
You killed apples for all of us.
I did.
Probably did. So, could I go 5 apples again? That's a good question here.
I think apples is dead now. I think I've killed apples.
Apples will
Right,
never die so long as something.
I do have to go now.
Alright, no worries. I'll save the game here.
So,
Save it, and I'll join against you.
where?
Save game.
This is fun though. We should just do this more often.
We should.
Yeah.
Sheriff Whip. And Dylan, Solar, Vegan, Zelly. There we go. Saved.
Okay.
We'll have to remember which seats we're on, of course. Actually, flip all the cards face down. I'll save it again under that. Just so we got that little bit of cover for ourselves.
Hold on.
Okay. Right
I
then.
know which corner I'm in because I have no money.
Okay, now.
Yeah, done. Oh, thanks for the game, people. You'll have to do this again another
Yep.
time.
See you soon, guys.
Catch you later.
Bye.
It's fun.